custody. Accused being taken for medical test. The 4-day police custody for the accused, and they're now being taken for the medical test. These are the men who are behind the death of Anjali. These are pictures on your screen right now of them being taken for a medical checkup. First images of the 5 accused in the police custody are now being taken for medical tests. These are pictures of those men who were drunk on the night of 31st of December, wee hours of 1st of January, and they, in fact, in an accident, brought down Anjali, also dragged her body for 12 kilometers. This is the horrific New Year incident from Delhi city that we are referring to. These are pictures of the 5 accused who are now being taken for their medical checkup as per the protocol. In fact, the 6th accused has also now been apprehended. He happens to be the man who gave the car to all of these men on that night. The 5 accused who were earlier arrested by the police are now being taken for their medical checkup. Himanshu has more details on that. Himanshu, as per protocol, इनको मेडिकल टेस्ट के लिए ले जाया गया है।
जी बिल्कुल, देखिए, अगर पुलिस किसी को गिरफ्तार करती है तो जो प्रोटोकॉल है उसके तहत उसका सबसे पहले उसका मेडिकल कराया जाता है कि किस कंडीशन में वो पुलिस को मिला है, और उसके बाद फिर पुलिस उससे पूछताछ करती है, उसे गिरफ्तार करती है, और गिरफ्तार करने के बाद उसे कोर्ट में प्रोड्यूस किया जाता है। यहाँ पर पुलिस ने क्लियर कर दिया था कि आशुतोष का रोल क्या है। दरअसल पुलिस ने ये बताया था कि जब आरोपी आशुतोष के घर पहुंचे तो उसके बाद ये वहां पर देखा गया, क्योंकि गाड़ी आशुतोष ने अमित को दी थी, और जब वहां पे पहुंचने पे पता लगा कि एक्सीडेंट हो चुका है तो अमित के पास ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस नहीं था। तो वहां इन सब ने मिलकर ये तय किया कि अब ये आगे बोला जाएगा कि गाड़ी अमित नहीं बल्कि दीपक चला रहा था, क्योंकि दीपक के पास ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस था। और इसके बाद यही वजह है कि पुलिस को जब ये सच्चाई पता लगी तो पुलिस ने एफआईआर में 120B यानी क्रिमिनल कॉन्स्पिरेसी और 201 यानी डिस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ एविडेंस, ये दोनों सेक्शंस को ऐड किया, और फिर 2 आरोपियों का नाम, उन 5 के अलावा जो गाड़ी में बैठे थे 2 आरोपियों अंकुश खन्ना और आशुतोष के नाम को ऐड किया। और उसके बाद लगातार पुलिस की टीम आशुतोष को तलाश रही थी, और कल देर रात पुलिस ने आशुतोष को गिरफ्तार किया।
और इस पर एक 8वां अक्यूज्ड भी है, हिमांशु, जो अभी एब्सकॉन्डिंग है।
देखिए, एक और आरोपी है जिसका नाम अभी तक जो 7 आए उनमें से अंकुश का नाम भी है, जिसकी पुलिस लगातार तलाश कर रही है। पुलिस की 18 टीमें इस पूरे मामले की जांच में जुटी हुई हैं, जो अलग अलग तरीके के सीसीटीवी फुटेज हैं उनकी तलाश कर रही हैं, और उन सभी सीसीटीवी को ट्रेस करके एक ट्रैक बना रही हैं कि आखिर किस तरफ से कितने बजे ये आरोपी दिल्ली में एंटर करते हैं, जब मुरथल जाने की बात इन्होंने कही थी, और उसके बाद 2:04 से 2:06 पर जब एक्सीडेंट ये करते हैं तो फिर ये अगले 2 घंटे तक कहाँ रहते हैं, क्योंकि जो सीसीटीवी मिला है, जो उसमें टाइमिंग दिख रही है, उसके मुताबिक करीब 4:07 के आसपास ये आशुतोष का घर जो विजय विहार।
आप जिस व्यक्ति से बात कर रहे हैं उसने आपकी
Just connect with Himanshu in a moment from now. Himanshu is getting us all of those details. All the accused are going to be produced in court today, and they are now being taken for a medical checkup. These are first pictures on your screen of the accused, 5 of them who are in police custody. Accused are being taken for medical tests as per protocol. 4-day police custody for the accused, for the police to then investigate this entire matter. There have been several twists and turns in this entire case, including the very fact that there are revelations now that the man originally believed to be driving the car was not the one behind the wheels. It's time for a quick break. Here on the other side, Amit Shah's big Mandir declaration, Ram Mandir to be ready by the 1st of January 2024.
Hey, man.
Clearly retirement doesn't suit you. You got tired of shooting golf?
Well, I played 18, shot 18. Just can't seem to miss.
Marvel actor Jeremy Renner, who is best known as Hawkeye, is critical but in stable condition after meeting with an accident while ploughing snow. According to reports, his family is with him and he's receiving proper care at the hospital. Apart from Marvel films like Avengers and Captain America, Renner has also starred in commercial hits such as Arrival.
Our introduction.
I need everybody working on this.
I feel like everything that happens comes down to the two of us. I know what it is.
What does it say?
Offer weapon.
I don't need an interpreter to know what this means.
We don't know if they understand the difference between a weapon and a tool.
What the hell is she doing?
Do trust me.
And 2 films from the Mission Impossible franchise.
Right? Who are you really, Brent? What are you asking? What am I asking? All right, let me see if I can put it another way. How does an agent with skills like that end up an analyst? Well, we all have our secrets.
He's also all set to feature in Mayor of Kingstown Season 2.
To continue trusting me.
The inmates are running the asylum, and you're giving up the goddamn key.
This war is what I'm trying to stop.
He will also reportedly be headlining a series titled Renovations.
What's he doing?
I'm gonna die. I wanna die comfortable.
Jeremy Renner has been nominated for 2 Oscars for his role in The Hunter Locker and The Town.
Well, keeping an eye on the upcoming assembly elections, Union Home Minister Amit Shah sounded the poll bugle in Tripura. He announced that the under-construction work of Ram Temple in the city of Ayodhya is going to be done by the 1st of January 2024. Now, this is being seen as an indication that Ram Mandir may again be one of the cornerstones of BJP's campaign in the next general election. Flagging off the party's first election Rath Yatra at Sabroom in South Tripura, Home Minister also asserted that BJP is all set to form the government for a second time in the state. Addressing a public rally, he upped the ante against the opposition. Slamming the Congress and the CPIM, he said the Grand Old Party hindered the construction of the Ram Temple. After decades-long legal battle, he paved the way for the construction. The Prime Minister paved the way for the construction of the Ram Temple, is what Amit Shah said.
और राहुल बाबा कान खोलकर सुन लो और सब रूम वालों आप भी टिकट करा लो 1 जनवरी 2024 को अयोध्या में गगनचुंबी राम मंदिर वहां पर आपको तैयार मिलेगा.
Some news coming in. Tamil Nadu governor has sparked a controversy. The governor's Tamilgam remark irks the DMK. Governor Ravi says Tamilgam appropriate to address the state. DMK slams backing BJP's ideology from Raj Bhavan. This a day after Governor R.N. Ravi's Tamilgam remarks. Former Union Minister T.R. Balu came down heavily on him, saying that he is using Raj Bhavan to make those remarks that have to be made from the BJP's headquarters. Ravi had said Tamilagam would be a more appropriate word to address the state of Tamil Nadu. In a press statement, the former union minister said the governor has been frequently dwelling upon topics like Sanatana, Arya and Dravidian concepts, besides talking about Tirukural and colonialism, which are dangerous and absurd.
Unfortunately, in Tamil Nadu, there has been a regressive politics. Regressive politics that we are Dravidian, we have nothing to do with this, and we have been just by virtue of constitution and all, we have been brought together. And entire effort has been created in last over half a century to reinforce this narrative that we are not part of the nation. Integrally, we are not part of the nation. In fact, Tamil Nadu is the one place, let us say Tamilagam is more appropriate.
Dravidian politics is not regressive politics. It's a development politics that he should understand. Because he supports a party which is a regressive agenda. He is accusing others as regressive. It is not regressive politics. See, the problem with these BJP people is they believe in dogmas. They don't know real history. They have not studied history of this country.
What he had said is 100% right. This is regressive politics. They are spoiling Tamil Nadu. They have spoiled Tamil Nadu. In the name of Dravidian model, they are trying to, move people away from nationalistic feeling.
Pramod Madhav is getting us more details on that controversy. Joining us from Chennai, the DMK is making a whole lot of noise about it. But what has really prompted the governor to make these statements at this point in time? We know several of them often political in nature, but this is a constitutional office again at the end of the day. And what has been the trigger?
Well, Sneha, these are pretty serious allegations by the governor of Tamil Nadu, R.N. Ravi, but he's they're using his freedom of speech only. So he has a right to say his comments, but at the same time, being in the position of the governor and giving out such comments is what the DMK is actually raising questions about. Because for the first thing he says is that there have been regressive politics in Tamil Nadu for the past 50 years, which means Dravidian politics was ruling the government for Tamil Nadu for them. That is DMK and ADMK simultaneously, one after the other. Then he claims that it is because of this regressive politics only Tamil Nadu has stayed away from national, whatever happening in the entire nation. And he says that Tamil Nadu seems to be entirely different. And the third one, and the most important one, is that he said Tamilagam is much better than Tamil Nadu. Nadu in Tamil means a state or a country as well. So the word he used over there, claiming that Tamilagam is much more appropriate, as something stoked up a huge controversy over here, because in the state of Tamil Nadu for several decades there have been so many protests and everything to get the name Tamil Nadu, and several people have lost their lives for it. This is what DMK is raising right now, claiming that the governor has no rights to make these comments here.
I'm going to thank you for the moment for getting us up to speed with those developments. That is time for a quick commercial break here. On the other side, all roads are leading to Greater Noida next week. Now, why is that? Auto Expo is back after a 3-year break. Electric cars to charge this atmosphere. Bringing you the top attractions on the other side.
Earlier in the discussion we spoke about private equity, and you've been at the forefront of many of these deals which has actually lit up the landscape over the last couple of years. The number of unicorns India has created because of private equity money coming into many of these digital enterprises. I mean, you were in the SoftBank Ola deal as well, personally. But what do you make of this trend? Because I was speaking to a person well, Ronnie Screwvala. You did the Disney UTV deal as well, and he said private equity can become an end in itself. I mean, that becomes the game rather than focusing on the business. Would you sound a word of caution as well, given the kind of valuations which are being drummed up by this private equity infusion in India today?
You can't have it both ways, right? You can't say, I want these incredible valuations and then not welcome the person who's going to give them to you. So I think it's a mix between where the promoter wants to draw his or her own line and the private equity that is willing to bet on you. For the young unicorns, the private equity are betting on individuals, on people who will have the energy to turn the value that they give into even higher values. And I think that in today's world, where, India is getting a very nice share of the wallet from all the people, from all private equity, it's really one where there are too few deals and a lot more money chasing those deals. And therefore the value goes up. You take a promoter like Ronnie that has been successful time and again and has basically been able to create these incredibly valuable institutions and companies. So people are betting on him, right? And the young people that he's working with. So if they give the value, then they expect an exit. And that's the rule of the game, that if you want a value, which is great, you give me an exit that is greater. And so that cycle and that merry-go-round goes on. But I think that private equity has proved immensely important and valuable to the country because it has allowed the world to recognize our companies. And it has put a value on our companies that didn't exist 10 years ago. So today, when you see our mid-sized companies, not even necessarily our listed ones, but our young entrepreneurs and our mid-sized companies getting the sort of money that they are getting, that can only be good.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
From electric cars and new SUVs to scooters and sport bikes, this year's Auto Expo promises to showcase the very best in the automotive industry. Returning next week after a gap of 3 years, the Automotive Bonanza promises the very best to the auto enthusiast as well as the industry.
The grand spectacle awaited by auto enthusiasts around the country is back with a bang. Having skipped a year in 2022 due to COVID, preparations have already started for the biggest auto exhibition in South Asia. This year's edition of the Auto Expo begins on the 13th of January and ends on the 18th. The big brands participating in the exhibition include Maruti Suzuki, Tata Motors, Kia Motors, Toyota and MG. All of these domestic and international players will be showcasing their new vehicles in the coming days. And here's a list of must-visit pavilions for you. The first on the list is Hyundai. The South Korean auto major will showcase its latest electric car, the Ioniq 6. This third electric vehicle from Hyundai is seen as a direct competitor to EV market leader Tesla. This electric sedan is a full-size car which comes with 2 battery-size options ranging from 228 to 320 horsepower. The car can travel up to 600 kilometers on a single charge. The much-anticipated Tata Avinya will be unveiled at this year's Auto Expo at Tata's Pavilion. Along with Avinya, Tata will also showcase its second-generation mid-size coupe SUV Curve, expected to go on sale next year. For MG Motors, the showstopper this year is the MG4. The car is already on sale in Europe. This electric hatchback comes with 2 battery options with a maximum range of 452 kilometers. Kia, meanwhile, will continue its SUV focus with the premium Sorento. This 4th generation car is a 7-seater and comes with 360-degree cameras, 12-speaker Bose system and a panoramic sunroof. There's a 1.6-litre turbo petrol hybrid option as well. Toyota is expected to display its GR hatchback, which has 304 horsepower and is powered by a 1.6-litre turbo petrol engine. Maruti, meanwhile, is expected to take the SUV path with the much-awaited Jimny. The company may also showcase the Baleno crossover. The big attraction this year are the electric vehicles by several Chinese companies and Indian startups. This year's Auto Expo has, however, failed to attract several big brands, which include the Volkswagen Group comprising Volkswagen, Audi, Skoda, Porsche, Lamborghini. Furthermore, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Citroën, Honda, Isuzu, Jaguar Land Rover, Jeep, Renault and Nissan aren't participating. Even Mahindra & Mahindra is skipping the event. Two-wheeler majors like Hero, Bajaj Auto and TVS are also giving Auto Expo a miss, leaving many wondering if the premier auto event has lost its charm. Bureau Report, Business Today TV.
The far-fetched royal rumble is far from over. Prince Harry now reveals alleged physical altercation with brother Prince William in the new book. Britain's Prince Harry said that older brother and heir to throne Prince William knocked him to the floor during a 2019 argument over Harry's American wife Meghan. Here's more.
In his highly anticipated autobiography, Spare, Prince Harry has alleged a physical attack by his brother, Prince William, as their relationship fell apart over the younger prince's marriage to actor Meghan Markle. According to the book, Prince Harry described a confrontation at his London home in 2019 in which Prince of Wales William called Meghan difficult, rude and abrasive. The altercation between the two princes forms a startling passage in Spare. In one of the excerpts, Harry writes, and we quote, "He set down the water, called me another name, then came at me. It all happened so fast, so very fast. He grabbed me by the collar, ripping my necklace, and he knocked me to the floor. I landed on the dog's bowl, which cracked under my back, the pieces cutting into me. I lay there for a moment dazed, then got to my feet and told him to get out." Unquote. The book's title, Spare, comes from an old saying in royal and aristocratic circles that a first son is an heir to titles, power and fortune, and the second will be a spare. Harry's resentment at being the spare is the unifying theme of his book, through the chapters on his childhood, schooling, career as a royal and in the British Army. The autobiography promises to shed light on his relationship with his parents and brother and his life with Meghan through courtship, wedding and their own experience of parenthood. For the unversed, their acrimonious split from the royal family has been the subject of endless press coverage, including their infamous interview with Oprah Winfrey in 2021 that caused a huge stir across the realm of the crown. Entertainment Bureau, India Today.
Well, Sri Lanka secured a thrilling 16-run victory against India in the second T20I and levelled the three-match series 1-1. Akshar Patel smashed a blistering 50, but his effort went in vain. Take a look at this report.
Hardik Pandya's decision to bowl first backfired as the Lankan openers got off to a flying start.
Trying to bowl the new ball suddenly to bowl the...
Kusal Mendes in particular was the aggressor and reached his 50 in just 27 deliveries.
So 50 would be too much help for the spin.
India were in desperate need of a wicket and it was Yuzi Chahal who provided the first breakthrough.
Chahal, good call from Hardik. Lot straighter than the last delivery. Was straight enough to hit the leg stumps.
Rajapaksa and De Silva soon followed Kusal Mendes, but Charita Srilanka's onslaught ensured that the visitors posted a big total.
On the boundary, oh!
And Dasun Chanaka's blistering 50 of just 20 balls took the Lankans to a colossal 206 runs.
That's a brilliant half-century by Dasun Chanaka off just 20 balls.
India's chase never really got going as the hosts lost 3 wickets in the power play.
Straight up again. Straight up. It's a shot that's been his downfall so often.
India managed just 64 runs in 10 overs and lost half their side.
Still good enough.
The chase was well beyond reach. But Akshar Patel and Suryakumar Yadav staged a comeback as they tonked the Lankan bowlers.
Starts the over with a 6. And puts pressure right back on Hasaranga.
Akshar, with his blistering 65 of 31 balls, almost sealed the win for India, but the hosts fell short by 16 runs.
Well played, Akshar Patel. You had no option but to go for it. And if India were even reasonably alive in the game, it was because of Akshar Patel.
The series is now level at 1-1 and the decider will be played in Rajkot on January 7th. Sports Bureau, India Today.
Moving ball early on with
Story and much more going up on our website as well. That's indiatoday.in. You can also download the India Today app. News continues on the other side. Thanks for watching.
As a young woman, professional, you go home at night, presumably after 9 p.m. Do you go home feeling a sense of foreboding, or do you feel completely safe on the streets of Delhi?
Well, Rajdeep, to answer your question, it depends on what time I'm going home and how I'm going home. If I'm going home early enough to hit traffic and go home, then I'm safe. If it's post 10 p.m., as a Delhiite, as someone who's grown up in the city, who's grown up for the last 10 years covering the city, I know which are the areas I shouldn't be going to alone, what are the kind of precautions I need to take. And more importantly, I also have a sense of which are the safe zones, which are the places where I might presumably get help if I really needed to. But then we as journalists live a very different life from a different person who's out on the road late at night in Delhi.
Okay, Soumya Saxena, you were very angrily telling me before the show about how you felt unsafe every time you go home.
So if you're driving alone, say at 11 or something, there are chances that, you know, someone sees you driving alone. And then there would be like walking behind you, try to stop your car. And once even 2 men, you started following me on a motorbike. Now imagine at that moment, my car breaks down, right? What am I supposed to do? Who do I call? How do I take help? I am so dependent on the males of my house at that time to give them a call and tell them, please aa jaiye, help kar dijiye. Where do I go? Where's the police? I mean, I can't tell you that incident. It was really jarring.
You had 2 people on a motorcycle following you.
Till the time I actually reached my home and told the security guard, ki, dekho bhaiya, ye log meko follow kar rahe, do something. And when he stepped, you know,
there were no cops on the road?
Nothing. I was trying to see if I can get help from somewhere. I even called my home, listen, I'm coming, just be ready in case. Because they kept following me. They kept making, you know, things like these gestures, and it was very bad.
Nabila, you were out on the streets yesterday. Yeah. What did you feel? What did you see? What did you feel? You're a Bengaluru girl. Coming to Delhi, do you feel far more unsafe here than you were ever in Bengaluru, when you go home at night?
Yeah, I mean, most definitely Bangalore is a much safe city, and even I was just sharing with someone that even on a random Tuesday there is a drink and drive check. But you are talking about a national capital, and we did a recce of the city last night. Not a single drink and drive checkpoint or even police bandobast in the most posh localities, which ideally you would believe will have high security.
What time was this?
Like your Vasant Kunj, the Mehrauli area where the Aftab, the murder took place of Shraddha, there was hardly any police presence. There was a bandobast barricading, but no police officers were sitting inside the
What
shop.
time was this?
This was at 1 a.m.
1 a.m.
Yeah, so God forbid any incident happen, there's really nobody to go to help. And there's no female officer, women officers, police officers are not deployed anywhere. So we are talking about a city double the size of Bangalore, but police presence smaller than Bangalore.
Co-powered by only OLX Autos gives the best price for your car. Cello Vacuum Steel Flask.
Breakthrough by Delhi police in the hit and drag case. Cops arrest 6th accused Ashutosh in the case. Ashutosh gave car to driver Amit. India Today tracks flyer who urinated. Mumbai businessman Shankar Mishra peed on co-flyer. The Wells Fargo VP is absconding after FIR. Amit Shah's big Mandir declaration, Ram Mandir to be ready by the 1st of January. Ram Mandir opening in the key election year. Bollywood stands up to boycott bullies as fringe rages against Pathan. Sunil Shetty seeks Yogi's help to shed boycott stigma. India go down fighting in the second T20I against Sri Lanka. Akshar Patel and Suryakumar Yadav lead India's fight back, but India falls short by 16 runs. The visitors have now leveled the series. Some news just coming in. India Today has accessed 4 sets of CCTV footage. These are clinchers. Here's what happened 2 hours after the murder of Anjali. This is a cover-up caught on camera. The accused hand over the car keys to Ashutosh, the owner of the car. 6th accused Ashutosh spotted with the others. Zero remorse. Ashutosh cover-up bid has been caught on camera. This is what happened. Let's take a look at these pictures. 2 hours after the murder at 4 o'clock, 7 minutes past 4, the accused gives the keys to Ashutosh, probably explaining what happened. After 9 minutes at 4:16 a.m., Ashutosh, in fact, the man in the white t-shirt and the accused are seen together. That's the man who is the 6th accused, now arrested by the police. Around 4:40, Ashutosh is seen in a grey color jacket. Essentially, he's changed his clothes and returned. Ashutosh returns home after parking the Baleno car at 4:52 a.m. 2 hours after this horrific murder of Anjali, this exactly is what happened. Arvind has more on that. Arvind, Ashutosh जो 6 accused और अभी arrest हो चुके हैं, उसे भी ये पता था कि इस प्रकार की कोई घटना हुई है. कुछ डिस्कशंस हो रहे हैं जो सीसीटीवी फुटेज में देखा गया है.
जी बिल्कुल, और इंडिया टुडे के पास ये एक्सक्लूसिव सीसीटीवी फुटेज है जिसमें ये देखा जा सकता है कि जो अक्यूज्ड हैं वो जो पूरा इंसिडेंट होता है उसके बाद वो आशुतोष के घर 4:16 पर पहुंचते हैं. व्हाइट टी शर्ट में जो बाहर निकल रहा है घर से तो वो आशुतोष है. आशुतोष कौन है? आशुतोष बलेनो कार का ऑनर है और ये कार अमित उससे मांग कर ले गया था. अक्यूज दिखाई दे रहा है कि सीसीटीवी में उसके पास पहुंचते हैं. उसके बाद फिर आशुतोष घर के अंदर जाता है, फिर बाहर आता है ग्रे कलर के जैकेट में, कुछ अक्यूज से बातचीत करता है. उसके बाद कार को किसी दूसरी जगह पर छुपाया जाता है ताकि पुलिस को ये पता ना चल सके. नंबर 1, कार आशुतोष की ही थी, मांग कर उससे अमित लेकर गया था, लेकिन इंसिडेंट के बाद अक्यूज्ड आकर आशुतोष को बताते हैं. उसके बाद ये पूरी प्लानिंग होती है कि पुलिस को दरअसल ये बताया जाएगा कि कार अमित नहीं बल्कि दीपक चला रहा था. दरअसल अमित के पास ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस नहीं था स्नेहा. तो न सिर्फ इंसिडेंट हुआ बल्कि इंसिडेंट के बाद पूरी प्लानिंग की गई कि किस तरीके से जो दिल्ली पुलिस है उसको मिसलीड करना है इन्वेस्टिगेशन में, किस तरीके से एविडेंस है उसको डिस्ट्रॉय करना है. शायद ये वजह है कि 201 आईपीसी सेक्शन ये एफआईआर में दिल्ली पुलिस ने ऐड किया है. लेकिन ये सीसीटीवी ये बताता है कि किस तरीके से इंसिडेंट के बाद अक्यूज्ड वो आशुतोष के पास, जो कार ऑनर है उसके पास पहुंचते हैं, उसको ये पूरा इंसिडेंट बताते हैं। आशुतोष को ये पूरी जानकारी हो गई थी, बावजूद इसके उसने दिल्ली पुलिस को इसकी जानकारी नहीं दी। इस वजह से दिल्ली पुलिस ने आशुतोष को अरेस्ट किया है।
बिल्कुल अरविंद, बने रहिए हमारे साथ। इनफैक्ट वी आर एक्सप्लेनिंग दोस पिक्चर्स टू आवर व्यूअर्स राइट नाउ, एंड दिस is what really happened. Take a look at this CCTV footage that India Today has accessed. This is 2 hours after the murder took place. At 7 minutes past 4 or so, the accused Pers gives the keys to Ashutosh, probably explaining the sequence of events. Then later on, after 9 minutes, at 4:16 a.m., Ashutosh, the man wearing that white t-shirt essentially, steps out. At 4:40, Ashutosh seen in a grey jacket essentially. This is at 4:16 or 4:40 rather. Ashutosh is seen in a grey jacket. Then at 4:52, Ashutosh returns home after parking the Baleno car. This footage is from 4:16. And this is Ashutosh, the man wearing that white t-shirt. And sometime after that, at about 4:52, this is the exact time, as you can see in these pictures, Ashutosh returns home after parking the Baleno car. So he was not present inside the car when this horrific incident took place, this murder took place. However, he is the man who was in know of what had happened. These are pictures, CCTV footage that we have accessed. Once again, taking our viewers to the details of this. At 4:16, Ashutosh seen in a white t-shirt there in these pictures, as you can see. Sometime later at 4:40, Ashutosh is seen in a grey jacket. At 4:52, close to 5 o'clock in the morning, Ashutosh returns home after parking the Baleno car. Arvind continues to be with us. Arvind, ये जाहिर है कि आशुतोष को पता था कि कोई इस प्रकार की कोई घटना हुई है। ये गाड़ी को भी एग्जामिन करते हैं। पहले भी फुटेज में जो हमारे पास है, इसमें देखा गया है कि अक्यूज्ड गाड़ी को एग्जामिन कर रहे हैं। आशुतोष का इस पूरे मामले पर पूछताछ होगी अभी, लेकिन इस पर एक 8वां अक्यूज्ड भी है, उसके बारे में हमें बताइए।
जी बिल्कुल, और न सिर्फ आशुतोष बल्कि अभी एक अक्यूज और एब्सकॉन्डिंग है, अंकुश खन्ना। अंकुश खन्ना दरअसल जो अक्यूज अमित है, जो ड्राइव कर रहा था इंसिडेंट के वक्त, उसका भाई है। और आशुतोष और अंकुश और बाकी अक्यूज ने मिलकर ये प्लानिंग की कि किस तरीके से इंसिडेंट के बाद पुलिस को मिसलीड करना है। लेकिन इंडिया टुडे के पास अभी ये जो सीसीटीवी हमने ये एक्सेस किया है, ये एस्टेब्लिश करता है कि किस तरीके से आशुतोष के पास जो अक्यूज्ड है वो पूरा जो क्राइम होता है उसके बाद पहुंचते हैं, उसको डिस्कस करते हैं कि जो पूरा क्राइम है वो हो चुका है। बावजूद इसके आशुतोष न सिर्फ पुलिस को जानकारी देने की बजाय वो अक्यूज के साथ आगे की प्लानिंग में वो साथ हो जाता है। अगर आप देखें तो पहले वो व्हाइट टी शर्ट में निकलता है, अक्यूज से बातचीत करता है, उसके बाद फिर ग्रे कलर की जैकेट में बाहर आता है, फिर वो अक्यूज के साथ जाता है। कार को एक दूसरी जगह, बलेनो कार को एक दूसरी जगह पर छुपाया जाता है और उसके बाद फिर वो कॉन्स्पिरेसी रची जाती है कि किस तरीके से जो दिल्ली पुलिस है उसको मिसलीड करना है। आशुतोष को अरेस्ट किया गया है, उससे पूछताछ चल रही है। पहले दिल्ली पुलिस ने बताया था कि इसमें 5 अक्यूज है, लेकिन 2 अक्यूज और ऐड किए गए क्योंकि वो लोगों को ये जानकारी हो गई थी पूरे इंसिडेंट की। बावजूद इसके अक्यूज को सपोर्ट किया, शेल्टर देने में मदद की, एविडेंस डिस्ट्रॉय करने में मदद की, दिल्ली पुलिस को मिसलीड किया। इस वजह से इनको भी अक्यूज बनाया गया। अभी भी एक अक्यूज अंकुश खन्ना वो एब्सकॉन्डिंग है। स्नेहा
जी बिल्कुल, अंकुश खन्ना के बारे में भी हमें बताइए। अरविंद, अंकुश खन्ना का क्या रोल रहा है इस पर?
देखिए, जब ये पूरा इंसिडेंट हुआ, अंकुश खन्ना दरअसल अमित का ब्रदर है। अमित जो पूरा जब ये क्राइम हुआ था उस वक्त वही गाड़ी ड्राइव कर रहा था, लेकिन पुलिस को ये बताया गया कि दरअसल दीपक खन्ना गाड़ी ड्राइव कर रहा है। दरअसल अमित के पास ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस नहीं था। अमित ने अपने भाई अंकुश को ये जानकारी दी थी। अगर आप सीसीटीवी देखें, इंडिया टुडे ने जो एक्सेस किया, इसमें आशुतोष को पूरी बात बताई जा रही है। इसके बाद अक्यूज अंकुश के पास जाते हैं, अंकुश को जानकारी दी जाती है। उसके बाद सभी बैठते हैं और फिर वहां पर प्लानिंग होती है, जिसमें अंकुश भी उस प्लानिंग में शामिल था। और अंकुश भी बताता है कि दिल्ली पुलिस को यही बताना है कि अमित गाड़ी ड्राइव नहीं कर रहा था, बल्कि जो दीपक खन्ना है वो गाड़ी ड्राइव कर रहा था। तो अंकुश भी इसमें बराबर का उसका रोल है, जिसके बाद अब दिल्ली पुलिस उसको अक्यूज बना चुकी है और फिलहाल उसको तलाश कर रही है उसकी अरेस्टिंग के लिए।
बिल्कुल, there are 7 accused in fact, of which they have been apprehended. The latest one is Ashutosh, the man on your screens. In fact, at 4 o'clock, 7 minutes past 4 to be precise, the accused there give the keys to Ashutosh, probably explaining what really has happened. That man that you just saw on your screen in the white t-shirt is Ashutosh. After 9 minutes, Ashutosh and accused are seen together again. Around 4:40, Ashutosh is seen in a grey jacket. He returns home after parking the Baleno car using which this horrific crime took place. Ashutosh is the man who had given his car to the accused now, and the police has arrested him. Arvind continues to be with us. किस तरीके से इसे प्लान किया गया है एविडेंस को डिस्ट्रॉय करने की, कि जो एफर्ट्स किए गए और कवर अप इसेंशियली, अरविंद, ये अभी पुलिस का फोकस इस पर रहेगा?
बिल्कुल, पुलिस का फोकस उसी पर रहेगा और कम से कम जिस तरह से कल दिल्ली पुलिस ने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करके आशुतोष के रोल के बारे में बताया था, वो इस सीसीटीवी से इस्टेब्लिश्ड होता है। सीसीटीवी से जो इंडिया टुडे ने एक्सेस किया, इसमें इस्टेब्लिश्ड हो रहा है कि अक्यूज्ड आशुतोष के पास आते हैं, जो कार ऑनर है बेलेनो का, उसको बताते हैं कि पूरा जो क्राइम है वो हो चुका है। और यहाँ तक कि अक्यूज को ये भी पता था जब क्राइम हो रहा था कि कार के नीचे ह्यूमन बॉडी है, बावजूद इसके उन्होंने कार नहीं रोकी, इस वजह से 304 सेक्शन लगाया गया। ये लेकिन सीसीटीवी काफी क्रूशियल पीस ऑफ एविडेंस है, जिसमें ये साफ दिखाई दे रहा है कि अक्यूज्ड आशुतोष के पास आते हैं, उसको जानकारी देते हैं। इससे ये क्लियर है कि आशुतोष को क्राइम के बारे में पूरी जानकारी हो गई थी। इतना ही नहीं, उसके बाद जो कार ऑनर है वो जो अक्यूज्ड है उनके साथ आगे की तरफ जाता है, कार को छुपाने की कोशिश की जाती है, जहां से फिर दिल्ली पुलिस ने रिकवर किया था, वो भी सीसीटीवी इंडिया टुडे के पास है। और न सिर्फ कार को छुपाता है, बल्कि सभी अक्यूज्ड जिसमें आशुतोष भी शामिल है, वो सब मिलकर एक प्लान बनाते हैं कि अगर दिल्ली पुलिस पकड़ती है तो क्या उनको दिल्ली पुलिस को बताना है कि ड्राइवर अमित नहीं बल्कि दीपक था। तो ये पूरी कॉन्स्पिरेसी आशुतोष के साथ मिलकर रची गई थी। इस वजह से दिल्ली पुलिस ने आशुतोष को अक्यूज बनाया और उसको अरेस्ट किया है, जबकि जो 7th अक्यूज है, 7वां अक्यूज है अंकुश, उसको अरेस्ट करने की कोशिश की जा रही है।
जी, बने रहिए हमारे साथ। अरविंद इज गेटिंग अस ऑल ऑफ दोस डिटेल्स एंड वी हैव मोर न्यूज़ कमिंग इन एंड वी आर गेटिंग यू ऑल द डिटेल्स ऑफ द कवर अप बिट by the accused in the hit and drag matter. Ashutosh was informed of the hit and drag crime. He knew about it all while. He plotted to mislead cops with fake information. He planted Deepak as the driver in this case. Ashutosh's bid to hide the truth busted by the cops. The car belonged to Ashutosh. Amit had asked for a car from Ashutosh, after which Amit was driving, but he was not supposed to. Ashutosh knew that Amit did not have a driving license. This is the precise reason why. Amit was driving the car at the time of this accident. After the accident, Amit informed Ashutosh and his brother Ankush that this had happened. Ashutosh and Amit's brother Ankush planned and introduced Deepak Khanna as the driver. Deepak has a driving license. The police was misled and the truth of this accident was hidden. Arvind continues to be with us. Deepak Khanna का नाम आया था कि वो ड्राइविंग कर रहे थे कि उस समय वो एक्सीडेंट के साइट पर ही नहीं थे। अरविंद, इस तरीके से इस मैटर को कवर अप करने की कोशिश की गई क्योंकि जो ड्राइवर था अमित, उसके पास लाइसेंस नहीं था।
जी बिल्कुल, कवर अप करने की कोशिश की गई और इसमें आशुतोष और अमित का जो भाई है अंकुश, वो भी शामिल था। पूरी प्लानिंग ये सीसीटीवी दरअसल स्टैब्लिश ही यही करता है स्नेहा, जो इंडिया टुडे ने एक्सेस किया है, कि इसमें देखिए कि किस तरह से अक्यूज क्राइम को अंजाम देने के बाद आशुतोष के पास पहुंचते और यहाँ से कवर अप की प्लानिंग शुरू होती है। अक्यूज आशुतोष से मिलते हैं, उसके बाद फिर अंकुश जो अमित का भाई है उससे मिलते हैं, उसके बाद बैठकर पूरी बातचीत की जाती है। उसके बाद जो पूरा क्राइम है वो अक्यूज आशुतोष को बताते हैं, अंकुश को बताते हैं। उसके बाद पूरी प्लानिंग होती है कि क्योंकि अमित के पास लाइसेंस नहीं है, इस वजह से दीपक खन्ना को ही ड्राइवर बताया जाए, और यही बताया जाएगा जब पुलिस अरेस्ट करती है कि दीपक खन्ना ही गाड़ी ड्राइव कर रहा था। तो कहीं ना कहीं एक कॉन्स्पिरेसी के थ्रू आउट इस पूरी प्लानिंग की गई, और उसके बाद दिल्ली पुलिस को मिसलीड करने के लिए, इन्वेस्टिगेशन को मिसलीड करने के लिए ये बताया गया कि गाड़ी दीपक खन्ना ही चला रहा था, जबकि हकीकत ये था कि गाड़ी अमित ही चला रहा था।
We have more news coming in. Let's go straight to that. This has got to do with the CCTV clinchers that India Today has accessed. Here's what happened 2 hours after the murder. Cover-up has been caught on camera. The accused hand over the car keys to Ashutosh. 6th accused Ashutosh spotted with others. Zero remorse. Ashutosh cover-up bid has been caught on camera. Himanshu now has more details with us, also joining us live right now. Himanshu, ये CCTV footage ये दिखाता है कि किस तरीके से आशुतोष, जिसकी गाड़ी थी ये टू बिगिन विद द बलेनो का, ये किस तरीके से प्लानिंग करता है बाकी अक्यूज के साथ इस पूरे घटना को कवर अप करने के लिए।
बिल्कुल, देखिए जो सबसे बड़ी बात है यहाँ पर, जो सीसीटीवी की टाइमिंग आप देखिए 4:07 पर पहली बार एक शख्स वहां पर पहुंचता है। वो फोन पे बात करते करते दूसरी तरफ चला जाता है, उसके बाद वो लौट के आता है और आशुतोष के घर की तरफ जाता है। 5 से 9 मिनट बाद आशुतोष के साथ वो वापस आता है। आशुतोष उस वक्त टी शर्ट में था स्नेहा, लेकिन शायद जब उसको समझ में आया कि सिर्फ कार कीज ही नहीं लेनी है, मामला कुछ और भी है, तो आशुतोष वापस लौट जाता है और फिर जैकेट पहन के वो वापस आता है। कुछ देर के बाद फिर यहां पर जो पुलिस की इन्वेस्टिगेशन है, पुलिस के मुताबिक यहां पर यह तय किया गया, एक्सीडेंट की बात जब बताई गई तो यह तय किया गया कि गाड़ी अमित को चाबी दी गई थी, गाड़ी अमित चला रहा है। ये बात पुलिस को नहीं पता लगनी चाहिए क्योंकि अमित के पास ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस नहीं है, और साजिश के तहत यह बोला गया कि दीपक गाड़ी चला रहा था, ये कहा जाएगा क्योंकि दीपक के पास ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस है। इस वक्त हम स्नेहा मौजूद भी हैं दीपक के घर के बाहर। आप देखिए जो सेकंड फ्लोर आप देख रहे हैं, जो खिड़की बंद है, वही दीपक का घर है। मंगोलपुरी के इलाके में इस वक्त हम मौजूद है, दीपक के घर के बाहर मौजूद है, क्योंकि दीपक के साथ जो उसका भाई था वो भी रहता था, लेकिन यहाँ पर फिलहाल उसका भाई भी मौजूद नहीं है। हमने ढूंढने की कोशिश की, आसपास के लोगों से बात भी करने की कोशिश की और ये समझने की कोशिश की कि आखिर क्यों ये पूरा झूठ ये बोला गया। पुलिस का कहना है कि वो जो 2 घंटे हैं, 4:04 से लेकर के 4:06 के बीच एक्सीडेंट हुआ, और उसके बाद 2 घंटे तक इन पांचों की क्या मूवमेंट रही, क्या इन लोगों ने कुछ और भी ऐसा सच है जो छिपाया है, क्या एक्सीडेंट होने के बाद इन लोगों ने रुक करके कहीं नीचे बॉडी देखी है, उसके बाद फिर गाड़ी भगाने की कोशिश की है कि शायद बॉडी अपने आप निकल जाए। ये सारी जो चीजें हैं पुलिस निकलवाना चाहती है आरोपियों से, इसलिए लगातार पुलिस इनसे पूछताछ कर रही है, इनसे समझने की कोशिश कर, इनके एक एक झूठ को पकड़ने की कोशिश कर रही है। 5 आरोपियों को शुरुआत में जो पकड़े गए थे उनको अलग अलग बिठा करके पुलिस ने पहले स्टेटमेंट रिकॉर्ड किया, उसके बाद उनको आमने सामने बिठाया। अब देखिए स्नेहा, इस पूरे मामले में दिल्ली पुलिस को किस तरीके से चूक का सामना करना पड़ा। सबसे पहले तो पुलिस को ये लापरवाही का मामला लगा था, लेकिन फिर उसके बाद जब लोगों का विरोध देखा गया तो 304A की जगह पुलिस को गैर इरादतन हत्या का मामला लगा और पुलिस ने फिर 304 लगाया। फिर पुलिस को यह पता लगता है कि गाड़ी दीपक चला रहा था, लेकिन उसके बाद जब इन्वेस्टिगेशन आगे बढ़ी तो पता लगा गाड़ी दीपक नहीं बल्कि अमित चला रहा था। यहां भी पुलिस को गुमराह किया गया और इसके बाद पुलिस को यह शुरू में लगा कि इन्हें बिल्कुल भी पता नहीं लगा था कि नीचे कोई फंसा है, अंजलि नीचे फंसी है, लेकिन जब इन्वेस्टिगेशन आगे बढ़ती है तो अब पुलिस को पूरा अंदाजा है कि नीचे इनको इस बात की जानकारी मिल गई थी। तो देखिए इन्वेस्टिगेशन जैसे जैसे आगे बढ़ रही है उससे क्या पता लग रहा है स्नेहा कि कितने शातिर हैं ये और किस तरीके से इन्होंने पुलिस को गुमराह किया और पुलिस इनकी बातों में आई। स्नेहा
जी बिल्कुल, हिमांशु बने रहिए हमारे साथ। We're getting all the details of this entire case and right now what we have accessed is 4 sets of CCTV footage. These are clinchers essentially. Here's what happened 2 hours after the murder. This is a murder cover-up that's been caught on camera. In these pictures, as you can see, the accused hand over the car keys to Ashutosh is the owner of the car. This footage is from 4:07. Pictures of the key accused. 6th accused Ashutosh spotted with others. There's a man wearing the white t-shirt there. Is the one who is with the accused in this case. This is the footage from 4:52 where Ashutosh then returns home after parking the car, the same Bolero car that was used to carry out this horrific crime. What's evident from here A is that there is zero remorse and there is detailed planning. How can there be a cover-up in this entire case? Remember, Amit was the man driving the car. He didn't even have a license. So Ashutosh and his brother, who's still absconding, actually planned this cover-up, then blaming one Deepak Khanna for this murder, or to say that Deepak was the one driving the car at that point in time. Himanshu, in fact, is from Deepak's house in Mongolpuri, is what Himanshu was telling us. Deepak के बारे में और हमें डिटेल्स बताइए, वो अग्री कैसे कर गए ये ब्लेम लेने के लिए कि वो गाड़ी चला रहे थे, कैसे इन लोगों ने उसे कन्विंस किया ये ब्लेम लेने के लिए? हिमांशु,
देखिए ये सारे जो हैं आपस में पुराने दोस्त हैं, दीपक हो, मनोज हो, अमित हो, ये सारे जो कृष्णा है, ये सारे आपस में दोस्त हैं और एक साथ ही इन्होंने पहले भी पार्टीज की है और इस दिन 31 की रात भी इन्होंने पार्टी के लिए पहले तय किया था और उसके बाद पार्टी के तहत ही जब पार्टी हुई होने की बात तय थी तो इन्होंने मुरथल जाने की बात तय की थी। तो आपस में दोस्ती है और इनको ये लगा कि अगर ये बात सामने आ जाती है कि अमित गाड़ी चला रहा था और अमित के पास ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस नहीं है तो न सिर्फ अमित के लिए बहुत ज्यादा दिक्कत बढ़ जाएगी बल्कि उस गाड़ी में जो लोग बैठे थे उनके लिए भी और साथ ही साथ जिसकी गाड़ी थी उसे भी बहुत ज्यादा दिक्कत हो जाएगी कि आपने गाड़ी एक ऐसे शख्स को चलाने के लिए क्यों दी जिसके पास की ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस नहीं था, क्योंकि इस मामले में अलग नॉर्म्स है और अलग आईपीसी के तहत भी मामला दर्ज होता है। अब यहाँ पर इन लोगों को शायद जिस बर्बर तरीके से इन्होंने इस पूरी वारदात को अंजाम दिया था, उन्हें आप सोचिए कि क्या माइंडसेट रहा होगा कि उस कंडीशन में भी वो साजिश रच रहे थे और खुद को बचाने का रास्ता ढूंढ रहे थे। ये अपने आप में बेहद चौंकाने वाली बात है और इसीलिए पुलिस जो है वो और सेक्शंस लगा रही है। इस मामले में एक और आरोपी को अभी गिरफ्तार किया जाना बाकी है, अंकुश खन्ना, जिसकी तलाश पुलिस कर रही है और ये पता लगाने की कोशिश कर रही है कि ये जो 5 कैरेक्टर पहले थे, 2 कैरेक्टर अब आए हैं, इनके अलावा कोई और तो नहीं है जो इस पूरी साजिश में शामिल है या जिससे इन्होंने इस पूरी वारदात के बारे में शेयर किया हो और उसने अभी तक या शुरू में ही पुलिस को ना बताया हो। पुलिस के पास अब तक देखिए स्नेहा क्या क्या मिल चुका है। एक तो पुलिस को मिला है आई विटनेस जो अंजलि के साथ उस वक्त स्कूटी पे मौजूद थी। इसके अलावा दिल्ली पुलिस के पास पूरे सीक्वेंस को क्रिएट करने के लिए, पूरे सीक्वेंस को रिक्रिएट करने के लायक ढेरों सीसीटीवी फुटेज पुलिस को मिले हैं, जिससे ये पूरा इंसिडेंट जो है वो क्लियर हो जाता है कि किस तरीके से इंसिडेंट हुआ और किस तरीके से ये भागे, किस किस रूट से ये भागे, किन किन थानों को होते हुए ये भागे, कहां से पीसीआर कॉल की गई। इसके बाद एफएसएल की रिपोर्ट पुलिस को मिलती है एक, और अभी और एफएसएल की एक रिपोर्ट का अभी पुलिस को इंतजार भी है। स्नेहा,
FSL report is awaited. At least one of them is what Himanshu is telling us. Be with us, Himanshu. Just coming back to you. It's a big breakthrough in the Anjali murder case. The 6 accused, the man on your screen, in fact. We have accessed this footage and he was the one who was arrested earlier. He is the owner of the Baleno car, now been arrested by the police. He gave his car keys to the accused Amit, who was driving the car. The 7th accused, Ankush Khanna, is still absconding. Cops are trying to nab him. Delhi police say they try to tamper with the evidence and mislead the investigation. All 5 accused in the matter have been sent to 4-day police custody. They were taken for medical examination on Thursday. As per the investigation into this matter, Nidhi's version of this incident is also under the scanner. With Anjali's family calling her death a well-thought-out conspiracy, her mother raised suspicion about Nidhi's involvement and revealed that her daughter never touched alcohol, as was alleged by Nidhi. Meanwhile, Nidhi's mother has refuted all claims, saying allegations against her daughter are false. Himanshu continues to be with us. Himanshu, इस पर जो निधि का भी रोल रहा है वो भी अंडर स्कैनर है। कोई अपने फ्रेंड को ऐसे एक्सीडेंट में देखेगा और 2 दिन तक वो कुछ कहेगा नहीं, ना अपने परिवार वालों को, ना पुलिस को. And that's the reason why Nidhi's statements are also under the scanner, isn't it? Her role.
देखिए बिल्कुल दिल्ली पुलिस खुद ट्रेस करते हुए निधि तक पहुंची. निधि ने अपनी तरफ से कोई भी बात किसी भी तरीके से पुलिस से संपर्क करने की कोशिश नहीं की थी. अब यहां पर देखिए क्या होता है, जब एक्सीडेंट होता है तो पुलिस जब ये पता लगाने की कोशिश करती है कि आखिर रात के 2 बजे अंजलि कहां से आ रही थी, और जब पुलिस ने सीसीटीवी के पूरी चेन निकाली और ट्रैक करते हुए पुलिस पहुंचती है एक होटल पे और वहां से पुलिस को जब सीसीटीवी मिलता है तो पता लगा कि अंजलि अकेले नहीं थी बल्कि उसके साथ उसकी दोस्त भी थी। और उसके बाद फिर पुलिस उस रास्ते को ट्रैक करते हुए आती है जहां पर एक्सीडेंट होता है। फिर उसके बाद पुलिस अंजलि के दोस्त के बारे में पता करती है, अंजलि के दोस्त तक पहुंचती है और उसके बाद पुलिस कहती है कि हमें एक पूरे जो केस है उसका एक ऐसा आई विटनेस मिला है जो कि खुद भी विक्टिम रहा है। तो यहाँ पर हमने ये देखना होगा कि अब तक की जो जांच है पुलिस को इस पूरे मामले में अंजलि का सिर्फ ये लग रहा है कि वो डर गई थी, वो घबरा गई थी, इसलिए मौके से वो भाग गई। आगे ये देखना होगा क्योंकि पुलिस अभी भी ये कह रही है कि हर एंगल से इस पूरे मामले की जांच की जा रही है, हर दृष्टिकोण से जांच की जा रही है, एक्सपर्ट की भी राय पुलिस ले रही है। तो आगे जो पूरा केस जब तैयार होगा तो पुलिस हर एक के रोल को वेरीफाई करेगी, उसको चिन्हित करेगी और उसके बाद उसके हिसाब से आगे की कार्रवाई की जाएगी। तो अभी देखना होगा कि इस मामले में आगे पुलिस के हाथ किस तरीके के सबूत, किस तरीके के एविडेंस लगते हैं और किस तरीके से पुलिस आगे बढ़ती है।
Bilkul. Himanshu, thanking you for the moment for getting us all of those details. Himanshu, with the very latest as far as that CCTV footage is also concerned, and there are new revelations that are being made every single day in this horrific case. According to Delhi police, 2 more accused named Ankush and Ashutosh have been identified. Ashutosh, viewers, was arrested this morning. Efforts are being made to arrest Ankush now. The police have said the accused are not linked to the victim, but they were well aware that there was a body under the car. Here's a report on this entire probe so far.
More twists in the Delhi hit and drag case as more and more CCTV images confirmed the accused knew they were dragging Anjali's body. Cops have made some sensational revelations in the case. In the biggest development yet in the case, Delhi police revealed that 2 more accused have been identified in the case who have been recognized as Ankush and Ashutosh. Ashutosh owned the Baleno and he's now been arrested along with Ankush for misleading investigators. The 2 accused, however, weren't in the car during the hit and drag. That's not the only big revelation by the cops. All this while, the 5 accused in the custody maintained it was Deepak who was driving the car. The cops have now clarified that it wasn't Deepak but Amit who was driving the car, and the reason they tried to hide this information is because Amit does not even have a license.
CDR के आधार पर हमें ये पता लगा है कि इसमें 2 लोग और इन्वॉल्व थे और उनके लिए पुलिस अभी रेड कर रही है। किसी भी जो भी क्रिमिनल आदमी है जिसने कोई क्राइम किया है कि उसको नॉलेज होती है कि अगर मैं ऐसे गाड़ी को मारूंगा या इसको आगे ले जाऊंगा किसी के ऊपर के इंसान से तो उसकी डेथ हो जाएगी। CCTV के एनालिसिस से एक्यूज्ड और डिसीज्ड का कहीं कोई कनेक्शन हमें नहीं मिला है। इसके साथ साथ जो एक्यूज्ड हैं उनका और जो आई विटनेस है उसका भी कोई कनेक्शन हमें नहीं मिला है।
Meanwhile, young Anjali's family is shattered and angry. They staged a protest yet again outside the Sultanpuri police station, expressing their frustration with the police probe. While the police maintain Nidhi is a crucial witness in the case, the victim's family wants her to be named as an accused.
जांच चल रही है, संतुष्ट हैं आप उस जांच?
हम संतुष्ट नहीं हैं।
संतुष्ट नहीं है?
नहीं।
अभी आप थाने जा रही हैं?
हाँ जी।
क्या कहेंगे वहाँ जाके?
फांसी चाहिए लड़कों की।
फांसी चाहिए?
हाँ जी।
इसमें न्याय हो। पूरी तरह से मामला 302 का है। 5 से 7 लोग हो गए, 7 से 10 भी हो सकते हैं। ये पूरी गिरोह का काम है। इसमें जांच बहुत अच्छे तरीके से हो, फांसी की मांग कर रहे हैं।
जब 2 जनवरी को परिवार के साथ हम SHO के पास गए थे तो वहाँ माता का 302 में बयान दर्ज होता है। पुलिस आश्वासन देती है कि ये केस 302 में चलेगा, पर आज दिल्ली पुलिस के आला अफसर आके कहते हैं कि 302 का मुकदमा ही नहीं है।
As the investigation progresses, the biggest lead for the cops has emerged from all the CCTV footage they've accessed. But the accused reportedly are giving contradictory statements. and that's why they're now considering a lie detector test to weed out more details.
Now, the investigation has also revealed that it was not Deepak, but Amit, who was driving the car, despite the fact that he is not having a valid driving license. The cops have also stated that while victim didn't know accused before the accident, the accused clearly knew that she was trapped under their car. Now it appears that this case is getting murkier with each passing day. In New Delhi, with Vijay Ankit Singh, this is Rahul Gautam reporting for India Today.
We have more news coming in. India Today has accessed the FIR copy. It says Shankar unzipped his pants and urinated on the passenger. The FIR says clothes and bags were soaked in urine. Flight staff gave woman clothes is what the FIR says. India Today with details of the FIR copy against the man who has now gone missing. This is Shankar Mishra, who unzipped his pants and passed urine on a 70-year-old woman. The flight then gave the woman some extra clothes. The lady got a seat after standing for 20 minutes in a flight. Arvind Oja has more details in that. Arvind, जो इन्फॉर्मेशन है एफआईआर में वो डिटेल करता है कि किस तरीके से इस लेडी को हेल्प भी नहीं एक्सटेंड किया गया और आसानी से शंकर मिश्रा को छोड़ा गया।
जी बिल्कुल आसानी से छोड़ा गया। उसके बाद जो विक्टिम है 70 साल की, उन्होंने कंप्लेंट फाइल किया, जिसके बाद दिल्ली पुलिस ने एफआईआर रजिस्टर्ड किया है। जो लोकेशन मिली थी पहली, वो दिल्ली पुलिस को मुंबई की मिली थी, शंकर मिश्रा की। पहले आपको बताऊं कि पहले शेखर मिश्रा नाम की जानकारी मिली दिल्ली पुलिस को, ये कंफ्यूज हो गई। उसके बाद जो पासपोर्ट है वो दिल्ली पुलिस के हाथ आया, जिसमें पता चला कि शंकर मिश्रा अक्यूज का नाम है। इंडिया टुडे ने एक्सक्लूसिवली एक्सेस किया है शंकर मिश्रा का फोटोग्राफ भी। मुंबई में लोकेशन मिली थी, लेकिन मुंबई में जब दिल्ली पुलिस की टीम पहुंची तो शंकर मिश्रा वहां पर नहीं मिला है, दूसरे सिटी में है, ऐसा बताया जा रहा है। दिल्ली पुलिस की मल्टीपल टीमें लगी हुई हैं शंकर मिश्रा को अरेस्ट करने के लिए, लेकिन इंडिया टुडे ने जो एफआईआर एक्सेस किया है उसमें ये साफ बताया जा रहा है कि किस तरीके से ये पूरा इंसिडेंट हुआ। उसके बाद शंकर मिश्रा को जाने दिया गया, जिसके बाद जो विक्टिम है उन्होंने कहीं ना कहीं लीगल फाइट किया। उसके बाद कंप्लेंट कई जगह पर दिया, जिसके बाद दिल्ली पुलिस ने एफआईआर रजिस्टर्ड किया है और फिलहाल शंकर मिश्रा को अरेस्ट करने की कोशिश की जा रही है।
All right, thanking you for the moment for getting us all of those details. Now, India Today has tracked down Shankar Mishra, the man who urinated on his elderly female co-passenger on board an Air India flight. The police are on the lookout for the executive currently employed as Vice President of Wells Fargo for his obnoxious criminal act. Here's more.
India Today has tracked down the man responsible for peeing on a female co-passenger on board on Air India flight. This is Shankar Mishra, the Mumbai-based executive on the run over for his obnoxious behavior. Shankar Mishra's profile boasts of big career roles. Currently employed as Wells Fargo, India Vice President, he was also once a Vice President at the city. Shankar Mishra is currently absconding after urinating on an elderly female co-passenger. Mid-air on a November 26th Air India flight from New York to Delhi. The Delhi police have launched a manhunt for him. They are seeking a lookout circular for the executive as he has not joined the investigation. The police have booked Mishra for several offences. The charges include indulging in an obscene act, outraging a woman's modesty, and misconduct in public by a drunk person. As police cast their net wide, Shankar Mishra could be running out of luck. With Paulami Saha and Arvind Oja, Bureau Report, India Today.
News coming in, the BJP is hit out at Air India after the shocker. BJP asked why serve alcohol in flights. Well, that's the question the BJP is asking right now after instances, not one but several instances of misbehavior have surfaced, including the latest one in which Shankar Mishra urinated on an elderly passenger on board an Air India flight. The BJP is asking why serve alcohol in flights. In fact, Amit Malviya has spoken about this, asking why serve alcohol in flights. The BJP is hit out at Air India after this shocker that surfaced after the 70-year-old woman complained to Air India, and they were forced to then break their silence on this entire issue, speaking volumes of the callousness of the cabin crew on board also, who then failed to take action against this man or hand him over to the authorities, which is the protocol actually. So they didn't do their job right. And then the woman was forced to write to Air India, after which they were forced to then put out a statement. Fighting with co-flyers or crew is actually no longer uncommon. Such incidents are continuously rising. It is quite unusual these days, to hear of unruly passengers creating fair amount of ruckus on flights, drunk or not drunk. A series of air rage incidents by Indian passengers are recently seen on flights. Take a look at this report.
Crew as well. Yes, when I'm disrespecting. Then why are you telling on me, pointing me like that? You are yelling me.
On a power trip aboard Indigo.
Shut up! You shut up! I am sorry, you cannot.
An air passenger's rude entitlement caught on camera.
You are a servant of a person. Yes, I am an employee. I am not your servant.
The flyer bound to Delhi from Istanbul in Turkey berated a trained flight attendant over food. A brawl on board a Bangkok-Kolkata Thai Smile Airway. A man takes his glasses off, slaps the other. Men gang up on the passenger being hit. Two back-to-back incidents of two male passengers splashing on fellow female travelers on board Air India. A Mumbai businessman urinated on a woman passenger on a New York-New Delhi flight on November 26th. Days later, on December 6th, a drunk man took a leak on the blanket of a female traveler on a Paris-New Delhi plane. Airlines issued statements. The regulators and civil aviation authorities took notice. But a common thread that binds these unruly events on international flights is the Indianness of the disruptive passengers. Behave, dear countryman. You are on an aircraft. Bureau Report, India Today.
We have news coming in. Shankar Mishra, the accused in this case, is changing location to avoid arrest. Shankar Mishra's family lives in Mumbai. Shankar also has an office in Mumbai. Shankar Mishra also has an office in Bangalore. He keeps coming to Bangalore, is what we know. Delhi police raids in Mumbai and Bangalore are on. Mishra has not yet been arrested by the police. Arvind Oja has more on that. Arvind, आसानी से पहले इस इंसान को अलाउ कर दिया गया कि वो निकल जाए एयरपोर्ट से, और जब ये मामला गर्म हो गया तब ये एब्सकॉन्डिंग है और पुलिस कुछ कर नहीं पा रही है और ये अपनी लोकेशन बदल रहा है।
जी बिल्कुल, देखिए इंडिया टुडे को सोर्सेस से जो एक्सक्लूसिव जानकारी मिली है उसके मुताबिक ये अरेस्टिंग से बचने के लिए लगातार अपनी लोकेशन बदल रहा है। दो लोकेशन आइडेंटिफाई किया था दिल्ली पुलिस ने, एक मुंबई जहां शंकर मिश्रा की फैमिली रहती है, वहां पर शंकर मिश्रा का ऑफिस भी है, साथ ही साथ बेंगलोर में भी शंकर मिश्रा का ऑफिस है। दोनों जगह पर टीमें गई लेकिन शंकर मिश्रा नहीं मिला। कंटिन्यू अपनी लोकेशन लगातार वो बदल रहा है। इस वजह से दिल्ली पुलिस को प्रॉब्लम हो रही है। ऑल्दो दिल्ली पुलिस सोर्सेस का कहना है कि जल्द ही वो शंकर मिश्रा को पकड़ लेंगे, लेकिन फिलहाल जो सोर्सेस ने बताया है कि लगातार जो शंकर मिश्रा है वो अपनी लोकेशन बदल रहा है, क्योंकि मुंबई में भी दिल्ली पुलिस की टीम एक गई थी और बेंगलोर में भी एक दिल्ली पुलिस की टीम गई थी, लेकिन शंकर मिश्रा दोनों जगह पर नहीं मिला। अब दिल्ली पुलिस किसी दूसरे एंगल से इस मामले के कर रही है और कोशिश ये कर रही है कि किसी भी तरीके से शंकर मिश्रा को अरेस्ट किया जाए।
Ji bilkul, Arvind is getting us all of those details. Arvind, I'm going to thank you at the moment. Arvind was telling us that cops are looking for Shankar Mishra, who keeps on changing his location, and that's the reason why it's been difficult to apprehend him as of now. With that, it's time for a quick break here. On the other side, Amit Shah's big Mandir declaration. Ram Mandir to be ready by the 1st of January 2024 is what the Union Home Minister has said at a political rally in Tripura.
Retrenchments, delayed hirings, offer letters dishonored. This is what IT sector employees have been facing in the past few months. And now, a Business Today TV analysis of corporate annual reports throws the lid off another dark underbelly of the IT sector. Something all tech employees knew, but few ever spoke about it. The fact is that the IT sector has witnessed stunted salary hikes for freshers in the past 10 years compared to their CEOs. The salaries of freshers have increased a little over 45%, while the salaries of CEOs have zoomed around 1,500%.
The fundamentals of management is that if you were to spend even part of your marketing budget in enthusing, encouraging, enabling your employees, you will get 10x higher results than you get in any other way. You must understand innovation happens on two axes. Innovation happens on what you do, and innovation happens on how you do it. While CEOs are focused on new product, new pricing, new strategies, they should also focus on cultural transformation and how you execute those strategies.
An analysis of the average salary packages of IT sector CEOs and freshers sourced from earnings report data and publicly available information shows that freshers' salary has gone up only 47% in the past 10 years, while the salary of CEOs have shot up whopping 1,492%. Moreover, the median salary of CEOs is up to 1,449%, while that for freshers is only up 40%. In TCS, while the salary of the CEOs rose to 26 crore from 8 crore rupees, that of a fresher rose just 150%. In Infosys, the CEO's salary rose 98 times, while the freshers got just a 31% gain in 10 years. Wipro CEO's salary jumped 14.5 times, while a fresher's salary jumped just 46%. HCL Tech gave its CEO a 14-fold hike, while its freshers received a 17% salary hike in 10 years. Tech Mahindra CEO got a 6,300% hike, while its freshers got just a 36% hike.
Employees are completely disengaged. If you go by Gallup survey, the amount of demotivation or disengagement with the organization purpose, its ethos, and it's the way the employees are being dealt with is at its lowest. And therefore, the employees are searching for meaning in life, meaning in work, meaning and respect for their own capability and competence, which they have worked very hard for 25 years to get to that position. They are seeking that validation outside the work environment.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
posted. Oh, we're rolling? Wait a minute. Story posted, WhatsApp sent. So much to do, but I think it's a good idea to occasionally disconnect from your smartphone or at the very least from social media. However, the majority of us still need our phones with us so we can make calls and send messages. Of course, you can leave your phone at home when you go out, and in my case, hopefully my cellular smartwatch as well. But the issue arises sometimes when you end up wasting an excessive amount of time scrolling and swiping away on mindless games and apps. Studies have actually shown that if you get addicted to your smartphone, it could possibly affect your relationships, mental health, and productivity. So sometimes it might be wise to take a step back and disconnect or detox from an increasingly connected world. Ironically, technology comes to the rescue here in the form of apps that can aid the process. So we've compiled a special Tech Today list of these apps which can really help you digitally detox and break this addiction for you in a matter of a few clicks. An excellent all-around digital detox app is App Detox. Literally, you can choose which apps you want to limit using this very app. Then you can make specific guidelines. You can decide, for instance, how many times you can open a given app and what time of the day you want access to it. You can view your app usage and completely block particular apps. Cleverest. The goal of Cleverest is to assist you in segmenting tasks. It is simple and straightforward as a user experience. Set a time limit and maintain your focus for that length of time. If you do, your avatar will prosper and expand. The Pomodoro technique, which suggests dividing things into manageable portions to help you stay motivated and focused, is the foundation of this very app.
Keeping an eye on the upcoming assembly election, Union Home Minister Amit Shah sounds the poll bugle in Tripura. He announced that under construction work of Ram Temple in the city of Ayodhya is going to be done by the 1st of January 2024. This is being seen as an indication that Ram Mandir may again be one of the cornerstones of BJP's campaign in the next general election due in the year 2024. Flagging off the party's first election Rath Yatra at Sabroom in South Tripura, Home Minister also said BJP is all set to form the government for a second time in the state. Addressing a public rally, he upped the ante against the opposition. Hitting out against the Congress and CPIM, he said the grand old party hindered the construction of the Ram Temple. After decades-long legal battle, the Prime Minister paved the way for the construction of Ram Mandir, is what Amit Shah said.
और राहुल बाबा कान खोलकर सुन लो और सबरूम वालों आप भी टिकट करा लो 1 जनवरी 2024 को अयोध्या में गगनचुंबी राम मंदिर वहां पर आपको तैयार मिलेगा।
Less than a month to go for Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra to end. Today he is walking into Haryana. The Yatra is entering Haryana today. My colleague Supriya is in Panipat, and Supriya has been tracking that Yatra from the day it began. Supriya, and I'm sure you're going to cover it till the day it ends pretty much. But what are the highlights of today, of the Yatra entering Haryana today?
Well, Sneha, it's Haryana and it has to be something different. So there is this tractor yatra also going on. There's this small trolleys and you can see that more than approximately 100 such vehicles have been put in. And we have been seeing this. I'll ask Dalveer to come this side and show you a bit as to how this is pre-yatra going on. These are all the trucks and you can see the tempos which are there, part of it. We have seen some tractor trolleys also, and there is a tractor yatra going on, or the truck yatra also going on, and behind it is the Bharat Jodo Yatra. Rahul Gandhi is leading it in Panipat. Yesterday the yatra was in Uttar Pradesh, Shamli, and in the evening it entered Panipat, but today morning it has once again resumed, or the yatra got resumed and it re-entered Haryana. And you can see what is happening on the ground zero. This is the mood at the moment. We have seen dhol nagaras because this is the beginning of the yatra moving towards Punjab and further on towards Himachal and Jammu Kashmir. And this is a scene. Loud music, local music flavor. And we have seen a lot of Bharat Yatris who are walking from this area, and at the same time the people have started also gathering in small bits and pieces. They are present here, but there is a huge gathering just down the lane over there. Rahul Gandhi along with the Congress party's Haryana leaders are present here. I'll ask Dalveer to show you what is happening just down there. The yatra has just come here. This is the place in Panipat where a show of strength by the Congress party is going on, and there are Bharat Yatris who are working here, and we'd like to show you as to what exactly is going on at ground zero. Congress party's Bharat Jodo Yatra actually goes on like this only. They walk, they stop, and then further on move ahead. We are actually moving towards the place where the yatra is coming. We are in actually Bharat Jodo Yatra, and there Bharat Jodo Yatra is present. I'll ask Dalveer to just come forward and show you what exactly is going on over here. There are bystanders also. It's really very cold today, and usually the yatra starts at 6 a.m. in the morning, but because today it was re-entering, so the yatra started at 8 a.m. And today, later in the day, a mega rally is all set to be addressed by both Rahul Gandhi and Mallikarjun Kharge, who is the Congress president in Panipat itself. And this is the mood. You can see children holding placards and flags. There is police bandobast and a lot of presence of that local flavor. The Yatra Sneha from day one has been celebrating cultural diversity, and we'll be ready to witness some more fireworks, some fresh salvos being fired.
Yes, of course, we'll keep coming back to you with the very latest on that. Supriya is getting us the mood and telling us what is to be expected in days to come as far as this yatra is concerned. It's entered Haryana today is what Supriya is telling us. That brings us to the end of this edition. For all news and updates, do log on to our website. That's indiatoday.in. You can also download the app. Thank you for watching.
In a broad range for the market. What will it take for the markets to really break out of this range? Will it be the corporate earnings? Will it be some positive news flows from the budget? What will really help the markets really break out of this range?
So I don't think that there will be the big surprise or big nervousness from the corporate earning. Some of the prices are discounting that, but the key trigger might be the budget. However, this budget is key trigger. As I said, that the last budget of this tenure of the government, and if anything happens related to your corporate taxes, related to your GST, related to your STT, or anything related to the infra boosting or income spending on the agricultures, so these are going to be the key trigger. And I think because of these key triggers, any decline due to the global market will be bought. So we need to understand that we are falling because of the global market, but we are holding because of the domestic strength. If you notice, in last couple of quarters, FIs were continuously selling, but DIs were continuously buying and supporting the Indian indices and Indian markets. So we believe there is a huge money into the DIs, and that money is likely to hold the sentiment on the lower side. So I think after the corporate earning, the budget will be the key event, which could give a decisive momentum to the Indian market.
But for this year as a whole, if I have to ask you, 2023, most of the brokerage houses have said that, it's going to be another year which could be volatile after the roller coaster ride that we've seen already in 2022. And perhaps it could be a year of no or low returns. What are your thoughts on the benchmarks per se, or on the Nifty Bank perhaps, if people want to stay with the index? What kind of return can they really expect, or is it actually wiser to be going and sticking with the stocks that can actually help you create alpha?
So, Sakshi, when you talk about the generating alpha, then definitely we have to go with the stock-specific activities. And selective stocks have potential to do better than the indices. If I talk about the broader market, I believe it would be tough to generate bigger return, but yes, base of the market is shifting higher. So at least market is all set to head towards the recent highs. That is for positional point of view. I'm not commenting on the immediate point of view.
Sure.
So if you look at the last month, December was down. It formed a bearish engulfing. Usually, historically, January also has the dull momentum where the bounces are being restricted. If I look at the data of last 15 years, but again, due to the budget, and this is a different budget where dips could be bought. So I believe that somehow 17,777 or 17,500 could be the major support. We can head towards 18,500, then 18,881 to 19,250. So these are the levels we are closely watching for this entire 2023.
The new year has been ringing in with good news, with 25,000 unit sales and of course a 30% market share. Your first comments on that?
Yes, indeed. I think this year 2022 has been great, not just for us but for India in its electrification journey. I think this has been a monumental year in terms of how EVs have been adopted. From last year's 1% penetration to 6% penetration now, almost hitting a million plus run rate in terms of EV sales. I think India is truly taken to EVs in general. And us specifically, I think we have been the leaders and the sort of torchbearers of this industry. In the last 3-4 months, as you can see, we've been number one, and for the foreseeable future, we're extremely confident that we will be number one. Our market share has surpassed 30% this month, selling over 25,000 EVs for the first time in December, which is unheard of. So I think it's been great for us. And the reason why it has been great for us is, of course, something which I would like to talk a little bit about is number one is a great quality product that we have. Number two is very consumer-centric sales and marketing initiatives that we did. And number three was a very strong community we have, which no other brand in India has, which has led to this sort of growth and adoption from consumers.
Currently, you are operating at about or having plans for for more vehicles by 2026. I'd also like to ask you about the 2022 year, in which a significant trend was noticed, and I was, while doing my research, saw that in November about 77,000 odd units sold, 76,000 in November, and there was a little bit of a downtick for in December as far as the e-two-wheeler vehicles go. As this is as per the Vahan data, so any particular reason towards that?
No, I think December is generally a very soft month for two-wheelers because the year changes, etc. It's the end of the year. If you look at the overall two-wheeler industry, it has degrown by some 35-40% this month. But EVs specifically haven't degrown as much. In fact, the penetration of EVs increased from November, and it is now 6% in December. I think it was something last month. So while there is a dip in EVs, but much lesser is compared to the overall industry, which is just a seasonal or a cyclical trend. But in January, we are very confident that it will pick up again in terms of absolutes as well. But if you look at December, we specifically, both in terms of absolutes and market share, have grown. So I think if the product is great, irrespective of the cyclicity or seasonality, it should grow. And I think January will be a much better month for the industry overall.
In association with Hetic Fittings, make your furniture work beautifully.
Good morning and a warm welcome to India Today. I'm Paulami Saha. These are the headlines we're tracking at the top of this hour. 4 CCTV clinchers show how accused plotted to cover up the crime. 6th accused, Ashutosh, planted Deepak as driver attempted to mislead cops. Cops arrest the 6th accused, Ashutosh, in the case. Cops close in on drunk flyer who peed on co-passenger on-board flight, conducts raids in Delhi and Bengaluru offices of businessman Shankar Mishra. Amit Shah's big Mandir declaration, Ram Mandir to be ready by January 1st, 2024. Ram Mandir opening in key election year. Bollywood stands up to boycott bullies as fringe rages against Pathan. Sunil Shetty seeks Yogi's help to shed boycott stigma. India go down fighting in the second T20 international against Sri Lanka. Akshar Patel and Surya Kumar Yadav lead India's fight back, but India falls short by 16 runs. The visitors have now levelled the series. News coming in right now. Another twist in the Delhi hit and drag case. A massive cover-up bid by the accused exposed. Sources tell India Today there were 4 people inside the Baleno. Sources say accused Deepak wasn't in the car. In fact, Ashutosh planted Deepak as the driver. Deepak Khanna was present at home at the time, is what the cops have now learned. My colleague Ashutosh Mishra is joining me live this morning. Ashutosh, this is a massive cover-up bid by the accused in this case. They were trying to mislead the cops.
Well, absolutely, but you can't give a clean sheet to the police that it was not attempt even by the Delhi police to cover up this case, because remember it took them more than 24 hours to even find out that there was a pillion rider on the same day along with Anjali, and it was disclosed only after the CCTV. All this footage come to the media, but Delhi police totally out of their knowledge that there was another pillion rider. Here what information comes that one accused who apparently said that he was driving a car now get to know after the 6th arrest, Ashutosh, who admits on camera, who admits before the Delhi police that he planted this entire narrative that it was Deepak who was driving the car. Rather now the disclosure comes that it was Amit himself who was driving the car. Hence another section misleading the evidence, tampering the evidence, that had also been added yesterday by the Delhi police. So this is totally going to another way, and now it looks like when the pressure is now being mounted, every details being reported by media, what it seems now Delhi police investigation comes back on track, and now it's approaching towards conclusion how this case supposed to have gone so far.
Right. Also, now that they've nabbed the 6th accused in this case, Ashutosh, what is the Delhi police going to do next, Ashutosh, in terms of proceeding forward with this investigation?
Well, as the disclosures say that around there were 7 accused totally. The another accused of the Delhi police hunting for him. So when all 7 are arrested, then perhaps the confrontation will take place. All these 7 will be made to sit against each other, and then because now the theory is that one accused, and whether he was influenced by Amit, the prime accused who was driving the car, or there is some other kind of political pressure, or the Delhi police, whoever the culprit is, unless all 7 accused are arrested, the conclusion cannot be drawn at the moment. So the Delhi police effort at the moment is to arrest all of them, then all will sit together, the statements will be recorded, and then perhaps it will go towards the filing charge sheet. But for now, the investigation continues until the last and the 7th accused is arrested.
Okay, Ashutosh, stay on with us. We've got more news that's coming in at the moment. Now, in the Kanjawala case, the woman living on the first floor of Deepak's house, an accused, says that Deepak was present at his house on the day of the incident. Actually, the door of this house is in such a manner that if anyone enters the house, then the woman who stays on the first floor, first she opens the door, then Deepak can go to his house. According to the woman, Deepak came home at 10:45 p.m. on the 31st of December. The door was opened by this woman. After this, at about 3:30, someone came to call Deepak and took Deepak with him. Initially, it was revealed that Deepak was driving the vehicle, but later it was found that Amit was driving the vehicle, a lie told by the accused in front of the police to mislead the police. Ashutosh Mishra is still live with us. So, a carefully crafted plan, Ashutosh, over there, in order to cover up the crime that these accused had in fact committed. They planted another individual, Deepak, in the Baleno as the driver of the vehicle when the man itself, it appears, was at home the entire time.
And what it comes that the mastermind was Ashutosh, the owner of the Baleno car, who first, planted this theory that Deepak was driving the car. Now, a statement coming, and perhaps could be an eyewitness, that how he reached home at around 10:45 p.m. It was 3:30 when someone came to call him, and then we have the CCTV footage accessing all these accused at different places being seen. So it seems to be that there was totally one attempt to save Amit, who was driving the car. Hence, we heard that it was Deepak who was driving the car. But finally, after the arrest of this mastermind, you can say, or the owner of the car, the theory is now finally coming to with a clear picture that what exactly happened. And now that's exactly what I said. The Delhi police has added another section, that tampering the evidence and misleading the investigation, because that was somewhere so far what we know, that only 4 accused. But now we get to know that there were 7 accused. The question what is coming on the Delhi police, that why it is taking them so much time to arrest these culprits, arrest these accused. Imagine it's been really so long that they were able to arrest Ashutosh, the owner of the Baleno car. And only after this, there is another twist in the story. So now we can anticipate that when the last arrest is made, will there be further any, tweak in the story, any further twist in the story?
Okay. Ashutosh, thank you so much for joining us with all of those details. Ashutosh, of course, is bringing us up to speed with the developments in this case. Ashutosh, stay on with us. Just to bring our viewers up to speed as to what has happened so far, the Delhi police has arrested the 6th accused in this case, Ashutosh, and what they've learned, in fact, is that the accused in this case were trying to plant Deepak, one of the accused, as the driver of the Baleno when that was not the case. A neighbor has come forward and said that Deepak, in fact, reached home that night past 10 p.m. on the 31st of December. So when this crime was committed, he was not even out on the roads of Delhi. Now, India Today has accessed 4 CCTV clinchers in the Anjali murder case. We will tell you what happened 2 hours post the murder. At 4:07 a.m. on January 1st, the accused in this CCTV footage can be seen giving the car keys to Ashutosh. The visuals show that the accused were probably explaining what happened earlier that night. Now, after 9 minutes at 4:16 a.m., Ashutosh in a white t-shirt with the accused. That is one of the other CCTV footages that we've accessed. Around 4:40 a.m., Ashutosh can be seen in a grey jacket, and at 4:52, Ashutosh returned home after parking the Baleno. Now remember, Ashutosh is the owner
of the Baleno car, and he has been arrested by the cops. Not just that he owned the car, he also plotted to mislead the cops with fake information. It was his idea to falsely plant Deepak as the driver, as he had a driving license, and Amit did not have a driving license. My colleague Ashutosh Mishra is now joining me live on this. This is extremely carefully crafted. After having committed such a heinous crime, now the accused, in the wee hours of the morning on January 1st, Ashutosh, were planning how to cover up the crime, to plant an individual with a driving license as the driver of the car, because Amit, who was actually driving the Baleno, did not have a driving license.
And this is exactly why it's raising a serious question on the Delhi police investigation. If you remember, the local DCP very confidently, taking the sides of the accused literally when he repeated the statement that accused said there was loud music and someone dragging, they did not even get to know. Now, after 6 days, several investigations, when there's a pressure mounting, when there is a non-stop media coverage and everything is like literally they are made to be transparent so far, CCTV footages, now the Delhi police, literally investigation coming back on track. And why it is taking almost 6 days, and one after one, the CCTV footage has actually revealed not only the entire the execution of covering up this how they killed literally a girl dragging on the road. So there was also conspiracy, first to eliminate those evidences, neutralize the evidences, then planting a theory to mislead the investigation. And after, only because of the CCTV footage, we can definitely give credit to the CCTV footage because they were the strong substance and evidence which Delhi police even could not, literally ignore it. And when they became part of the investigation, entire theory has come up, their entire plan to cover up this, the whole thing that happened on the 31st night, this has come to the domain. And what I'm saying that unless the last accused is arrested, then we'll hear that who was the mastermind when they got to know that there was someone was being dragged. Because remember, they claimed that there was loud music, but when we heard the eyewitnesses who were literally calling the police seeking help, constantly saying there was no loud music at all. In fact, one of the friend, Anjali's close friend, when she came on camera, we remember what all she said, but now what it coming to totally a different picture, what she claimed, but now CCTV footages and the investigation is giving now literally a clear picture of this entire incident. Palmi.
Okay, Ashutosh, stay on with us because we need your inputs going forward as well. Now, the Delhi hit and drag case gets murkier. All 5 accused in the matter have been sent to 4 days of police custody. They were taken for medical examination on Thursday, and as the police investigation into the matter intensifies, Nidhi's version of the incident is also under the scanner. With Anjali's family calling her death a well-thought-out conspiracy, a mother raised suspicion about Nidhi's involvement and revealed that her daughter never touched alcohol. Meanwhile, Nidhi's mother has refuted all claims, saying allegations against her daughter are false. My colleague Ashutosh Mishra is still live with me. Ashutosh, while of course both families, Anjali's family and Nidhi's family, continue to exchange barbs at each other, there are allegations and there are counter-allegations that are flying thick and fast between the two sides. It is true that Nidhi's version of events is definitely under the scanner.
And that's exactly why the Delhi Commission for the Women has raised the suspicion and even demanded that there has to be a CBI probe, because first accusation goes on the Delhi police to cover up the incident, and then suddenly one girl claiming to be the friend of Anjali, and of course she was being seen in the CCTV footage when there was a verbal spat between two, caught on CCTV camera at the OA hotel, and now they're claiming that she was totally drunk. She's, pinning blame totally on the girl, and that's exactly this is raising a suspicion whether she came voluntarily to make statements or there was some character played by the police or any other agency, or could be anything, that what led to that she coming out and talking about character assassination almost of Anjali and being a friend. Hence exactly why these questions. And remember, family members of Anjali have been saying that we do not know Nidhi. the close relatives who came on camera said we do not know Niti. Hence now the question being raised, the DCW, what I remember yesterday, in fact, wrote a letter and demanded there has to be a CBI inquiry, because now since day one, it's been 6 days now of this investigation, and since always being derailed, we every day hear some different theory. Hence there is a demand for the CBI probe as well in this entire case to bring more transparency and speedy justice to the victim.
Okay, Ashutosh, thank you so much for joining us with all of those inputs. News coming in right now. Pathan producers are yet to receive a CBFC certification for their film. Film Pathan is in the news over an alleged CBFC certification image that is doing the rounds on social media, which recommends certain changes in the film. However, despite the image going viral, a source informs India Today that the producers, Yash Raj Films, are yet to receive a censor certificate or any such guidelines from the CBFC. Pathan, starring Deepika Padukone, Shah Rukh Khan and John Abraham, is slated to hit theatres on January 25th. My colleague Tushar is now joining me live on this. Tushar, what are the details that you're learning from your sources within the production house and also the CBFC?
So the mandatory practice for any film to get a censor board certification is very simple. You know, the film goes to the CBFC looks at the film, there are certain guidelines that the film has to follow, and then they give their recommendations. The same practice has been followed during Pathan. What has happened, unfortunately, is that because on social media an image has gone viral, which is suggesting that certain cuts be made to the film, images of Deepika showing her buttocks, Mrs. Bharat Mata being changed to Hamari Bharat Mata. Now, these recommendations are allegedly coming from CBFC. However, India Today has exclusively learned that the producers, Yash Raj Production House, has not received any such recommendations or guidelines directly from the CBFC till now. The minute they receive a censor board guideline certificate from CBFC, they will share it with the trade experts, and then the media will obviously have that in their hands as well. Till date, there is only speculation. That image is only being speculated as a guideline image that has come from CBFC.
Okay, so has the CBFC, Tushar, asked the makers of the film to make any sort of changes?
So the conversation on changes happens only with the producers. The board, Prasoon Joshi, who has obviously come out and given a statement, he has a power of veto. If you remember, Besharam Rang, when the song came out, it received a UA certification. It was not given a certification. It was not suggested any changes. But after that certification, Prasoon Joshi has used his power of veto, and he has said that the film does need certain guidelines. Now, what exactly are these changes that they have recommended to Aditya Chopra, who is the producer of Pathan, is what is being speculated. There is no confirmation from the production house. I have spoken to various sources close to the production house, and they are saying we are awaiting instructions from CBFC that we can revert, and then we can share that with the media.
Tushar, thank you so much for joining us with all of those details. Now, actor Sunil Shetty seeks Yogi Adityanath's help in eliminating boycott culture. Amid boycott heat on Shah Rukh Khan's star of Pathan, actor Sunil Shetty made an appeal to Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister, asking him to eliminate this boycott culture. During his interaction with UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath in Mumbai, the actor went on to say that 99% of Bollywood doesn't take drugs and rather focuses on hard work to reach out to the people. He went on to say that it is important that the trending hashtag boycott Bollywood be done away with to restore the image of the Bollywood industry. Now, the actor also requested the UP Chief Minister to convey his message to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Remember, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath was on a 2-day visit to Mumbai in order to promote Uttar Pradesh as the most film-friendly state in India.
ऑडियंस को वापस थिएटर्स में बुलाना बहुत बहुत जरूरी है। ये एक हैशटैग जो चल रहा है, हैशटैग बॉयकॉट बॉलीवुड, आपके कहने से ही ये रुक भी सकता है। अगर आप लीड लेंगे तो ये डेफिनेटली हो सकता है। ये जो हमारे ऊपर स्टिग्मा जो लगा हुआ है वो हटना बहुत जरूरी है। आई थिंक ऑल ऑफ अस विल एग्री विद दैट। बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग इमोशन है मेरा, दुख होता है ये बोलने भी कि हमारे ऊपर स्टिग्मा है, क्योंकि 99% लोग हम वैसे हैं नहीं, हम दिन भर ड्रग्स नहीं लेते, हम दिन भर गलत काम नहीं करते, अच्छे काम से भी हमेशा जुड़े हैं।
कहीं न कहीं सीएम साहब ने भी पहले यही कहा कि नहीं, हिंदी फिल्म का कंट्रीब्यूशन बहुत रहा है, ग्रोथ ऑफ इंडिया, ग्रोथ ऑफ द कल्चर, ग्रोथ ऑफ द पीपल, स्टेट वाइज, तो अच्छी बात है, कहीं न कहीं शुरुआत हुई है।
Why do you think, why has the situation come about कि इस तरीके के हैशटैग चलने? Do you think it is all politicized?
Absolutely, and some group is working against us. My only request is that this should stop. At the same time, we need to pull our socks up. We need to go back to the drawing board, make content that matters.
जहाँ तक सवाल है उसका, मेरे ख्याल से सबको सर झुका के चलना चाहिए। जो लोग सोशल मीडिया पर हैं उनको भी, और जो कलाकार हैं उन दोनों को सर झुका के चलना चाहिए।
So that is, of course, the appeal which actor Sunil Shetty has made to UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, asking him to intervene and, in fact, stand up for filmmakers, producers who are putting in their hard-earned money, making these films, saying that there is an image perception about Bollywood and those who are part of the industry, that they do drugs, that their money is not hard-earned, but it is, and he has sought Yogi Adityanath's help in fact, doing something about doing away with this image. Slipping into a short break, coming up next, cops close in on drunk flyer who peed on co-passenger on board flight, conduct raids in Delhi and Bangalore offices of businessman Shankar Mishra.
Amazon, the company that delivers packages at your doorstep, could soon be seen delivering you the electricity. In order to trade clean energy in India, Amazon has established a new energy company called AEI New Energy Trading Private Limited that works with Indian energy producing firms. While the US-based company will utilize the energy to power its own operations, there's a chance it may also power your home. The largest corporate consumer of clean energy in the world holds a Category 3 trade license in India. The American company has contracted with private firms to supply it with 720 megawatts of power. Amazon will use this electricity to power its warehouses, cloud services centers, web centers, other operations, and to our homes through local electricity service providers. But why is this billion-dollar behemoth attempting to enter the electricity market when its primary business is thriving? The answer is to target of becoming a carbon-neutral firm by 2040. This would also assist India in achieving its carbon-neutral goal, which was set for 2070. By 2047, the nation also aims to revolutionize power generation through the development of green energy and enhance job growth. So soon, it could be a possibility that our Amazon OTT box is powered by Amazon itself.
Membership 1, खुशियां अनेक.
Bureau Report, Business Today Television.
News coming in right now. Actor Jacqueline Fernandez appears in court. 200 crore extortion heat on Jacqueline. Actor Jacqueline Fernandez is in Delhi court for hearing at the moment. Those images from the court premises that we're getting to you exclusively on India Today. Actor Jacqueline Fernandez has reached Delhi court for a hearing in the 200 crore extortion case. My colleague Anisha Mathur is joining me live at the moment. Anisha, give us more details about the hearing that is expected in court today.
Well, Paulami, the Patiala House Court has started hearing the issue of framing of charges against Sukesh Chandrasekhar and other co-accused in this 200 crore money laundering case. Now, Jacqueline Fernandez and other co-accused in this particular case have been produced before the court now. Sukesh Chandrasekhar will be connected to the court very shortly via video conferencing, as he is currently lodged in Mandoli jail. And the detailed arguments on behalf of the accused regarding the framing of charges are going to begin. Remember, this is one important part of the trial process where the court will look into the various pieces of evidence and the allegations against all the accused in this particular case, and then look at what kind of charges will they be facing in the trial itself. And that process has now begun today. All accused have arrived in the court, including actor Jacqueline Fernandez, whose visuals we are looking at as far as her arrival in the court is concerned. And this is a process that is going to go on for several weeks now as the arguments begin from the side of the defense lawyers and the prosecution. Back to you.
Right. So the framing of charges and the arguments for the same are to begin in a court today, which is why the accused are in court, including actor Jacqueline Fernandez. Anisha, just give us a sense of how much trouble this means for the actor.
Well, at this moment, Jacqueline Fernandez is a co-accused in this money laundering case. Remember, according to the supplementary charge sheet that was filed by the ED, she is accused of taking money, taking proceeds of the crime, benefiting from the proceeds of the crime as such. Now, under PMLA, benefiting from the proceeds of crime or being part of the money trail is also an offense. Of course, Jacqueline Fernandez, in her defense, her lawyers have so far said that she was not aware of where the gifts were coming from. She's also returned several of the expensive gifts that were sent to her by Sukesh Chandrasekhar. She's also claimed that she was not aware of the actual identity of Sukesh Chandrasekhar. Now, once the trial process, once the argument process begins, what we are being given to understand is that Jacqueline's lawyers intend to, once her turn comes, file a discharge application on these grounds that she was not aware and that she has returned the money and the gifts that were given to her. Now, whether the court accepts that argument or not is something that will happen after a few days. Today, however, the lawyer for Sukesh Chandrasekhar is set to begin his line of arguments regarding the framing of charges against Sukesh Chandrasekhar. Jacqueline is accused number 10 in this case, so it will take a few more days till her lawyers get a chance to present their side of arguments before the court. But she will have to appear in this case for every single hearing unless she is allowed an exemption from personal appearance. But so far, she is facing the what we call the delay factor of the court proceedings, which is that she has to appear in court again and again on every single date till her turn for arguments comes. And if her lawyers are able to get her some exemption from personal appearance, then only she will get the chance to not come to court. However, the issue of whether or not she gets any release, whether or not she gets discharged from the allegations against her is something that will have to, that she and all of us who are watching will have to wait and see. Her lawyers, of course, have maintained the stance that she does not know Sukesh's true identity. The ED, on the other hand, is saying that she was perfectly aware and she did receive money and gifts from Sukesh Chandrasekhar, the conman. Back to you.
Anisha, thank you so much for joining us with those details. News coming in at the moment. This is in the Air India urination shocker case. The accused Shankar Mishra posts a WhatsApp status 5 days ago. Shankar's cryptic status, which in fact says mistakes don't define us. Mistakes refine us. That is what the accused in the Air India urination shocker case had put his WhatsApp status message as. Mistakes don't define us, mistakes refine us. Remember, he's on the run at the moment. Delhi police, who have lodged a case against him, are looking for him. They're looking for him in Mumbai, in Bengaluru, where he has offices. He hails from Mumbai, and they are in fact currently saying that he's absconding, but they are hopeful that they will be arresting him very soon. My colleague Arvind Ojha is joining me over the phone line right now. Arvind, हमें बताइए कि शंकर मिश्रा इस वक्त कहाँ हैं? क्या दिल्ली पुलिस को पता है?
नहीं, बिल्कुल। देखिए, दिल्ली पुलिस की एक टीम मुंबई में मौजूद है और एक टीम बेंगलोर में मौजूद है। जो दिल्ली पुलिस के सोर्सेज हैं, उन्होंने इंडिया टुडे को बताया है कि जो शंकर मिश्रा है वो अपनी लोकेशन लगातार बदल रहा है। दिल्ली पुलिस की कोशिश यही है कि उसको जल्द से जल्द अरेस्ट किया जाए। फैमिली के कुछ पर्सन से भी दिल्ली पुलिस ने कांटेक्ट की है और कहा है कि जल्द से जल्द शंकर मिश्रा को दिल्ली पुलिस के सामने पेश होने को कहा जाए, लेकिन अभी तक शंकर मिश्रा वो दिल्ली पुलिस उसको ट्रेस नहीं कर पाई है। पहले लोकेशन मुंबई मिली थी, फिर दूसरे सिटी मिली। मुंबई में शंकर मिश्रा की फैमिली रहती है, वहां पर भी ऑफिस है, बेंगलोर में भी ऑफिस है। दोनों जगह पर दिल्ली पुलिस गई है, लेकिन अभी तक जो शंकर मिश्रा है वो दिल्ली पुलिस की पकड़ से बाहर है।
Okay, so Shankar Mishra is still absconding. He's clearly running away from the law. He, in fact, is wanted in this case after the Delhi police lodged an FIR when the media, in fact, reported about this incident which took place on November 26th on a New York-Delhi flight, an Air India flight, when an inebriated Shankar Mishra in fact exposed himself and urinated on an elderly female passenger who was sitting in the business class of the flight. And since then, it seems the matter did not come to light. Air India did not report it as is protocol, only until the media picked it up. Now, India Today has tracked down Shankar Mishra, the man who urinated on his elderly female co-passenger on board an Air India flight. The Delhi police are on the lookout for this businessman, currently employed as vice president at Wells Fargo for his obnoxious act. Here's a report.
India Today has tracked down the man responsible for peeing on a female co-passenger on board on Air India flight. This is Shankar Mishra, the Mumbai-based executive on the run over for his obnoxious behavior. Shankar Mishra's profile boasts of big career roles. Currently employed as Wells Fargo, India Vice President, he was also once a Vice President at the city. Shankar Mishra is currently absconding after urinating on an elderly female co-passenger mid-air on a November 26th Air India flight from New York to Delhi. The Delhi police have launched a manhunt for him. They are seeking a lookout circular for the executive as he has not joined the investigation. The police have booked Mishra for several offences. The charges include indulging in an obscene act, outraging a woman's modesty, and misconduct in public by a drunk person. As police cast their net wide, Shankar Mishra could be running out of luck. With Paulami Saha and Arvind Ojha, Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, fighting with co-flyers or crew is no longer uncommon. Such incidents are continuously rising. It is quite usual these days to hear of unruly passengers creating ruckus on flights. A series of air rage incidents by Indian passengers were recently seen on flights. Have a look at this report.
On a power trip aboard Indigo.
Shut up! You shut up! I'm sorry, you cannot...
An air passenger's rude entitlement caught on camera.
You are a servant of the... Yes, I'm an employee. I'm not your servant.
The flyer bound to Delhi from Istanbul in Turkey berated a trained flight attendant over food. A brawl on board a Bangkok-Kolkata Thai Smile Airway. A man takes his glasses off. slaps the other. Men gang up on the passenger being hit. Two back-to-back incidents of two male passengers splashing on fellow female travelers on board Air India. A Mumbai businessman urinated on a woman passenger on a New York-New Delhi flight on November 26th. Days later, on December 6th, a drunk man took a leak on the blanket of a female traveller on a Paris-New Delhi plane. Airlines issued statements. The regulators and civil aviation authorities took notice. But a common thread that binds these unruly events on international flights is the Indianness of the disruptive passengers. Behave, dear countryman. You are on an aircraft. Bureau Report, India Today.
Slipping into a short break, coming up next, Amit Shah's big Mandir declaration. Ram Mandir to be ready by January 1st, 2024. Details on the other side of this break.
Hey, man.
Clearly retirement doesn't suit you. You got tired of shooting golf?
Well, I played 18, shot 18. Just can't seem to miss.
Marvel actor Jeremy Renner, who is best known as Hawkeye, is critical but in stable condition after meeting with an accident while plowing snow. According to reports, his family is with him and he's receiving proper care at the hospital. Apart from Marvel films like Avengers and Captain America, Renner has also starred in commercial hits such as Arrival.
Proper introduction.
I need everybody working on this.
I feel like everything that happens comes down to the two of us. I know what it is.
What does it say?
Offer weapon.
I don't need an interpreter to know what this means.
We don't know if they understand the difference between a weapon and a tool.
What the hell is she doing?
Do trust me.
And 2 films from the Mission Impossible franchise.
Right? Who are you really, Brent? What are you asking? What am I asking? All right, let me see if I can put it another way. How does an agent with skills like that end up an analyst? Well, we all have our secrets.
He's also all set to feature in Mayor of Kingstown Season 2.
To continue trusting me.
The inmates are running the asylum, and you're giving up the goddamn key.
This war is what I'm trying to stop.
He will also reportedly be headlining a series titled Renovations.
What's he doing?
I'm gonna die. I want to die comfortable.
Jeremy Renner has been nominated for 2 Oscars for his role in The Hunter Locker and The Town.
Keeping an eye on the upcoming assembly election, Union Home Minister Amit Shah sounds the poll bugle in Tripura. Amit Shah announced that under construction work of Ram Temple in the city of Ayodhya will be done by January 1st, 2024. Now, this is being seen as an indication that Ram Mandir may again be one of the cornerstones of the BJP's campaign in the next general election. Flagging off the party's first election Rath Yatra at Sabroom in South Tripura, Home Minister Amit Shah also asserted that the BJP is all set to form government for a second time in the state. Addressing a public rally, Shah upped the ante against the opposition, slamming the Congress and the CPIM. He said that the Grand Party hindered the construction of the temple. Now, after decades of long legal battle, Prime Minister Modi had paved the way for the construction of the Ram Temple, he said.
और राहुल बाबा कान खोलकर सुन लो और सब रूम वालों आप भी टिकट करा लो 1 जनवरी 2024 को अयोध्या में गगनचुंबी राम मंदिर वहां पर आपको तैयार मिलेगा.
Politics over Vande Bharat attack in Bengal. Now, BJP state president has hit out at Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. He has said that Mamata imported stone pelters from Jammu and Kashmir. So, very grave allegation there being levelled by BJP state president of West Bengal, who hit out at West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee and claimed that she had imported stone pelters from Jammu and Kashmir. This in the context of the twin attacks back-to-back that were seen on the Howrah-New Jalpaiguri Vande Bharat Express.
हो सकता है कि जम्मू कश्मीर से यहाँ पे भाड़े पे लाया गया. तृणमूल कांग्रेस जब गोवा में प्रचार के लिए गया था तो बंगाल से कार्यकर्ता भाड़े में लेके गए थे 500 रुपया पर डे. तो अब कश्मीर से शायद इंपोर्ट किया होगा पत्थरबाज, स्पेशली क्योंकि वंदे भारत के जब इनॉग्रेशन हो रहा था तब हमारे जो वहाँ पे लोग थे उन्होंने जय श्री राम के नारे लगाए. मुख्यमंत्री जी को पसंद नहीं आया. जय श्री राम से उनकी चीर है तो क्या करें.
So that is what the BJP state president had to say. Now, yesterday, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee said that the incident happened in Bihar and not in her state. Listen in.
আপনারা অনেক টিভি চ্যানেলে উল্টো পাল্টা করে 3 দিন আমাদের বিরুদ্ধে বাংলার বদনাম করেছেন. যারা বদনাম করেছেন এবং ফেক নিউজ দেখিয়েছেন এবং মানুষের কাছে ভুল বার্তা দিয়েছেন বাংলাকে অসম্মান করবার, তাদের বিরুদ্ধে কিন্তু আইনের পথে চলবে. এটা বাংলায় ঘটেনি, এটা বিহারে ঘটেছে. বিহারের মানুষের ক্ষোভ থাকতেই পারে এবং গণতন্ত্রের ক্ষোভ থাকলে তার একটা ঘটনা যদি ঘটেও থাকে সেটা নিয়ে বিহারকে তো অপমান করা যায় না. আমি মনে করি তাদের পাওয়ার অধিকার আছে. আজকে বিজেপি নেই বলে তারাই বা পাবে না কেন? আর বন্দে ভারত কি একটা নতুন ট্রেনকে, মানে আমরা যেটা বলি যে একটা পুরনো ট্রেনকে রং করে একটা করে দিয়েছে.
My colleague Anupam Mishra is now joining me live from Kolkata on this. Anupam, unfortunate politics that is playing out over the twin attacks on the Vande Bharat Express. While Mamata Banerjee claims that it happened in Bihar, while one of the incidents did happen in the state of West Bengal. Now, the state president of the BJP saying Mamata Banerjee allegedly imported quote-unquote stone pelters from Jammu and Kashmir.
Paulomi, actually, what we are witnessing that for the past few days, the political slugfest started between BJP and TMC surrounding the Vande Bharat Express. And it started with the inauguration of the Vande Bharat Express where Jai Shri Ram chants were made. And after the stone pelting incident, BJP started attacking TMC over the issue. And initially, TMC was on back foot. And after the revelation by the primary inquiry of railways that the incident actually took place, that is the second incident on 3rd January, it took place in Bihar. After that, TMC started attacking BJP also. So both parties are attacking, accusing each other ahead of Panchayat election. This is basically a political mileage gaining politics which is happening at present in Bengal surrounding this Vande Bharat Express, and that is because of Panchayat elections which is due in a few months. Paulomi.
So that is an interesting point that Anupam is making over there, that it is the Panchayat elections that both political parties are eyeing at the moment, and hence the escalated levels of politics that is playing out over these attacks on the Vande Bharat Express. Anupam, thank you for joining us. Slipping into a short break, coming up next, Prince Harry details physical attack by his brother William over his marriage to American actor Meghan Markle. Says William called Meghan difficult, rude and abrasive.
Earlier in the discussion we spoke about private equity, and you've been at the forefront of many of these deals which has actually lit up the landscape over the last couple of years. The number of unicorns India has created because of private equity money coming into many of these digital enterprises. I mean, you were in the SoftBank Ola deal as well personally, but what do you make of this trend? Because I was speaking to a person well, Ronnie Screwvala. You did the Disney UTV deal as well, and he said private equity can become an end in itself. I mean, that becomes the game rather than focusing on the business. Would you sound a word of caution as well, given the kind of valuations which are being drummed up by this private equity infusion in India today?
You can't have it both ways, right? You can't say, I want these incredible valuations and then not welcome the person who's going to give them to you. So I think it's a mix between where the promoter wants to draw his or her own line and the private equity that is willing to bet on you. For the young unicorns, the private equity are betting on individuals, on people who will have the energy to turn the value that they give into even higher values. And I think that in today's world where, India is getting a very nice share of the wallet from all the people, from all private equity, it's really one where there are too few deals and a lot more money chasing those deals. And therefore the value goes up. You take a promoter like Ronnie that has been successful time and again and has basically been able to create these incredibly valuable institutions and companies. So people are betting on him, right? And the young people that he's working with. So if they give the value, then they expect an exit. And that's the rule of the game, that if you want a value, which is great, you give me an exit that is greater. And so that cycle and that merry-go-round goes on. But I think that private equity has proved immensely important and valuable to the country because it has allowed the world to recognize our companies. And it has put a value on our companies that didn't exist 10 years ago. So today, when you see our mid-sized companies, not even necessarily our listed ones, but our young entrepreneurs and our mid-sized companies getting the sort of money that they are getting, that can only be good.
From electric cars and new SUVs to scooters and sports bikes, this year's Auto Expo promises to showcase the very best in the automotive industry. Returning next week after a gap of 3 years, the Automotive Bonanza promises the very best to the auto enthusiast as well as the industry.
The grand spectacle awaited by auto enthusiasts around the country is back with a bang. Having skipped a year in 2022 due to COVID, preparations have already started for the biggest auto exhibition in South Asia. This year's edition of the Auto Expo begins on the 13th of January and ends on the 18th. The big brands participating in the exhibition include Maruti Suzuki, Tata Motors, Kia Motors, Toyota and MG. All of these domestic and international players will be showcasing their new vehicles in the coming days. And here's a list of must-visit pavilions for you. The first on the list is Hyundai. The South Korean auto major will showcase its latest electric car, the Ioniq 6. This third electric vehicle from Hyundai is seen as a direct competitor to EV market leader Tesla. This electric sedan is a full-size car which comes with two battery-size options ranging from 228 to 320 horsepower. The car can travel up to 600 kilometers on a single charge. The much-anticipated Tata Avinya will be unveiled at this year's Auto Expo at Tata's Pavilion. Along with Avinya, Tata will also showcase its second-generation mid-size coupe SUV Curve, expected to go on sale next year. For MG Motors, the showstopper this year is the MG4. The car is already on sale in Europe. This electric hatchback comes with two battery options with a maximum range of 452 kilometers. Kia, meanwhile, will continue its SUV focus with the premium Sorento. This fourth generation car is a 7-seater and comes with 360-degree cameras, 12-speaker Bose system and a panoramic sunroof. There's a 1.6-litre turbo petrol hybrid option as well. Toyota is expected to display its GR hatchback, which has 304 horsepower and is powered by a 1.6-litre turbo petrol engine. Maruti, meanwhile, is expected to take the SUV path with the much-awaited Jimny. The company may also showcase the Baleno crossover. The big attraction this year are the electric vehicles by several Chinese companies and Indian startups. This year's Auto Expo has, however, failed to attract several big brands, which include the Volkswagen Group comprising Volkswagen, Audi, Skoda, Porsche, Lamborghini. Furthermore, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Citroën, Honda, Isuzu, Jaguar Land Rover, Jeep, Renault and Nissan aren't participating. Even Mahindra & Mahindra is skipping the event. Two-wheeler majors like Hero, Bajaj Auto and TVS are also giving Auto Expo a miss, leaving many wondering if the premier auto event has lost its charm. Bureau Report, Business Today TV.
The far-fetched royal rumble is far from over. Prince Harry now reveals alleged physical altercation with Prince William in new book. The Britain's Prince Harry, in fact, has said that older brother and heir to the throne, Prince William, knocked him to the floor during a 2019 argument over Harry's American wife, Meghan Markle. Here's a report.
In his highly anticipated autobiography, Spare, Prince Harry has alleged a physical attack by his brother, Prince William, as their relationship fell apart over the younger prince's marriage to actor Meghan Markle. According to the book, Prince Harry described a confrontation at his London home in 2019 in which Prince of Wales William called Meghan difficult, rude and abrasive. The altercation between the two princes forms a startling passage in Spare. In one of the excerpts, Harry writes, and we quote, "He set down the water, called me another name, then came at me. It all happened so fast, so very fast. He grabbed me by the collar, ripping my necklace, and he knocked me to the floor. I landed on the dog's bowl, which cracked under my back, the pieces cutting into me. I lay there for a moment dazed, then got to my feet and told him to get out." Unquote. The book's title, Spare, comes from an old saying in royal and aristocratic circles that a first son is an heir to titles, power and fortune, and the second will be a spare. Harry's resentment at being the spare is the unifying theme of his book. Through the chapters on his childhood, schooling, career as a royal, and in the British Army. The autobiography promises to shed light on his relationship with his parents and brother and his life with Meghan through courtship, wedding, and their own experience of parenthood. For the unversed, their acrimonious split from the royal family has been the subject of endless press coverage, including their infamous interview with Oprah Winfrey in 2021 that caused a huge stir across the realm of the crown. Entertainment Bureau, India Today.
Sri Lanka secured a thrilling 16-run victory against India in the second T20 International and levelled the three-match series 1-1. Akshar Patel smashed a blistering 50, but his effort went in vain. Take a look at this report.
Hardik Pandya's decision to bowl first backfired as the Lankan openers got off to a flying start.
To bowl the new ball suddenly to bowl the
Kusal Mendes in particular was the aggressor and reached his 50 in just 27 deliveries.
So 50 will be too much help for the spin.
India were in desperate need of a wicket and it was Yuzi Chahal who provided the first breakthrough.
Chahal, good call from Hardik. Lot straighter than the last delivery. Was straight enough to hit the leg stumps.
Rajapaksa and De Silva soon followed Kusal Mendes, but Charita Salanka's onslaught ensured that the visitors posted a big total.
On the boundary, oh!
And Dasun Chanaka's blistering 50 of just 20 balls took the Lankans to a colossal 206 runs.
That's a brilliant half-century by Dasun Chanaka off just 20 balls.
India's chase never really got going as the hosts lost 3 wickets in the power play.
Straight up again, straight up. It's a shot that's been his downfall so often.
India managed just 64 runs in 10 overs and lost half their side.
Still good enough.
The chase was well beyond reach. But Akshar Patel and Surya Kumar Yadav staged a comeback as they tonked the Lankan bowlers.
Starts the over with a 6. Puts pressure right back on Hasaranga.
Akshar with his blistering 65 of 31 balls almost sealed the win for India, but the hosts fell short by 16 runs.
Well played, Akshar Patel. You had no option but to go for it. And if India were even reasonably alive in the game, it was because of Akshar Patel.
The series is now level at 1-1 and the decider will be played in Rajkot on January 7th. Sports Bureau, India Today.
Moving ball early on with
And that's a wrap on this bulletin. For all the latest news and updates, you can log on to indiatoday.in. You can also download the India Today app. Thanks for watching.
A B.Tech graduate in Madhya Pradesh is scripting a success story in dairy farming. Anil Patidar from Modi village, located 45 kilometers away from Agar Malwa district headquarters, chose to stay close to his roots and started his dairy in 2018.
मैंने सन 2014 में बीटेक किया है आरजीपी यूनिवर्सिटी भोपाल से और आज मेरे पास मैंने सोचा पहले कि जॉब में तो खुद का बिजनेस रहेगा नहीं, दूसरों के अंडर में काम करना पड़ेगा। मैंने डेयरी फार्म स्टार्ट किया। 8 गायों से मैंने शुरुआत की और आज मेरे पास 100 से 105 गायें हैं।
From cutting fodder to milking cows, Patidar relies on machines to manage his business. The venture that started with 4 cows now has more than 100. The business, he claims, is making big profit.
मेरे पास 600 से 700 लीटर दूध पर डे का रहता है।
कितना होता है आमदनी क्या?
अब इसमें सर 60-40 का रेशियो रहता है। मान लो जैसे कि 600 लीटर दूध है, 40 रुपये लीटर के हिसाब से जोड़ा अपन ने तो 24,000 का दूध हुआ। तो इसमें 60% मेरी इनकम है और 40% मेरा।
24,000 का दूध।
हाँ।
Patidar claims one of the reasons to start his own dairy was to supply unadulterated milk. He claims many in the region are following his footsteps. Bureau Report, India Today.
You are watching India Today.
CCTV clinchers show how accused plotted to cover up the crime. Sixth accused Ashutosh planted Deepak as driver, attempted to mislead cops. Cops arrest sixth accused Ashutosh in the case. Cops close in on drunk flyer who peed on co-passenger on board flight. Conducts raids at Delhi and Bengaluru offices of businessman Shankar Mishra. India Today tracks down Air India accused Shankar Mishra. Shankar Mishra puts up a cryptic WhatsApp status 5 days ago which says, "Mistakes don't define us." $200 crore extortion case continues to haunt actor Jacqueline Fernandez. Jackie appears in Delhi's Patiala House Court for hearing. Amit Shah's big Mandir declaration. Ram Mandir to be ready by January 1st, 2024. Ram Mandir opening in key election year. Bollywood stands up to boycott bullies as fringe rages against Pathan. Sunil Shetty seeks Yogi's help to shed boycott stigma. News coming in right now after Air India urination shocker. Air India CEO alerts staff to report improper behaviour. He says report improper behaviour on aircraft. Air India CEO Campbell Wilson tells staff to report any improper behaviour on aircraft. That's the latest that's coming in. Clearly, Air India is suffering a huge reputational damage because of these two back-to-back incidents that have come to light where the conduct of their crew has been under the scanner. Pankaj Upadhyay is joining me over the phone line right now. Pankaj, give us more details about what Campbell Wilson has told the crew.
Follow me. Air India is yet again making headlines for all the wrong reasons, And now, ever since this unfortunate incident has taken place, the top management of the airline has told the staffers, including the flight attendants and the captains as well, that any incident that happens on board needs to be immediately referred to the management, and it has to be brought to the cognizance of the management. This, of course, has really, surprised many because as far as the in-flight attendants are concerned, they really maintain that they have really followed the protocol. They are not in the wrong, and they say that even though a show cause notice has been served to them, they will be spelling out the details of they following the rules and regulations that are spelled out. But they believe that at this point of time that a show cause notice has been given to them by the DGCA, they are not really at fault, and they say they will spell out in detail what has happened on 26th of November when this unfortunate incident really took place. But apart from that incident, Polomi, as you rightly pointed out, a big message has been sent down because from the management to the pilots and the cabin crew, because this will definitely hurt the image of the airline, and that is the reason why this strict message has been passed down from the management to the crew members, to the pilots specifically, saying that no incident needs to be hidden, and any incident, big or small, has to be brought to the notice of the management. Because many people are also pointing out that while this incident took place on 26th of November last year, the Director General of Civil Aviation has mentioned that it got notice of the incident only by 4th of this month. So many people are saying, was it that the airline was trying to hide this incident? Was it trying to brush this incident under the carpet? Even as the probe is on, and the DGCA has given 2 weeks' time to the pilots, the cabin crew, and the in-flight attendants to give detailed account of what really has happened. We're now seeing that the management is passing down strict orders to all the company people that in future, if any incident were to take place, it has to be immediately brought to the notice of the airline management.
Right, Pankaj, stay on with us. We've got more news that's coming in at the moment. Now, Air India urination shocker, of course, there are several developments that are taking place. The accused in this case, Shankar Mishra, has posted a WhatsApp status message. This is from 5 days ago. It's a cryptic status message where he says, mistakes don't define us, mistakes refine us. So he's calling possibly the incident that happened, which has now garnered so much spotlight, that it was a mistake, and he probably has learnt from his mistake. But why isn't he facing the law then? Pankaj, my colleague, is over the phone line with me. Pankaj, mistakes don't define us, mistakes refine us is what he, in fact, Shankar Mishra, put up as his WhatsApp status message 5 days ago. This incident, of course, was highlighted on the 4th of January. That is when the DGCA got to know of it, because the media reported about it. An FIR was lodged by the Delhi police on the very same day as well. But Shankar Mishra clearly is on the run. Now, India today has identified the accused in this case, Shankar Mishra, the man who urinated on his elderly female co-passenger on board an Air India flight. The Delhi police are on the lookout for the executive currently employed as vice president at Wells Fargo for his obnoxious act. Here's a report.
India today has tracked down the man responsible for peeing on a female co-passenger on board on Air India flight. This is Shankar Mishra, the Mumbai-based executive on the run over for his obnoxious behavior. Shankar Mishra's profile boasts of big career roles. Currently employed as Wells Fargo, India Vice President, he was also once a Vice President at the city. Shankar Mishra is currently absconding after urinating on an elderly female co-passenger mid-air on a November 26th Air India flight from New York to Delhi. The Delhi police have launched a manhunt for him. They are seeking a lookout circular for the executive as he has not joined the investigation. The police have booked Mishra for several offences. The charges include indulging in an obscene act, outraging a woman's modesty, and misconduct in public by a drunk person. As police cast their net wide, Shankar Mishra could be running out of luck. With Paulami Saha and Arvind Ojha, Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, fighting with co-flyers or crew is no longer uncommon. Such incidents, in fact, are continuously rising. It is quite usual these days to hear of unruly passengers creating ruckus in flights. A series of air rage incidents by Indian passengers were recently seen on flights. Have a look at this report.
Crew as well. Yes, when I'm disrespecting. Then why are you yelling at me, pointing me like that? You are yelling me.
On a power trip aboard Indigo.
Shut up! You shut up! I'm sorry, you cannot.
An air passenger's rude entitlement caught on camera.
You are a servant of the. Yes, I'm an employee. I'm not your servant.
The flyer bound to Delhi from Istanbul in Turkey berated a trained flight attendant over food. A brawl on board a Bangkok-Kolkata Thai Smile Airway. A man takes his glasses off, slaps the other. Men gang up on the passenger being hit. two back-to-back incidents of two male passengers splashing on fellow female travellers on board Air India. A Mumbai businessman urinated on a woman passenger on a New York-New Delhi flight on November 26th. Days later, on December 6th, a drunk man took a leak on the blanket of a female traveller on a Paris-New Delhi plane. Airlines issued statements. The regulators and civil aviation authorities took notice. But a common thread that binds these unruly events on international flights is the Indianness of the disruptive passengers. Behave, dear countryman. You are on an aircraft. Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, there's a big breaking news that's coming in at the moment. India Today has tracked down the 7th accused in the case, Ankush. Ankush is the brother of accused Amit. Amit drove the Baleno that in fact hit Anjali and then dragged her body. Now, Ankush lives in Mangolpuri's X block. Ankush, his elder brother Amit and mother live on the 2nd floor. At present, Amit is in the custody of Delhi police while Ankush is absconding. Ankush's neighbor told us that he knows Ankush and Amit for the last 10 years. Ankush is the elder brother, Amit is the younger one. Now, the investigation has revealed that Amit was driving the car. So, India Today has reached the residence in Mangolpuri where the 7th accused Ankush in fact lived, but he's currently, of course, on the run. The police are on the lookout for him. Akshay Dongre is joining me over the phone line. Akshay, give us more details about the 7th accused in this case, Ankush.
Well, the information that we are getting right now, because India Today aspect has reached to the residence of these people who are accused in this case. Ankush and Amit live with their mother in the Mangolpuri area of X block. And as of now, the information that is coming right now, and that is coming from the Delhi police as well, that Amit, one of the accused, is still absconding, is on the run as far as this case is concerned. The neighbors of Ankush has told us that for the past 10 years, Ankush and Amit, they have been running the Grameen Seva, and these people used to live together. Ankush is the elder brother, Amit is the younger brother. And when the incident took place, Amit was the person who was driving the car. So the prime accused, the main accused in this entire case is Amit, and that is the information that we are getting for our viewers as far as the Punjabla horrific hit and run case is concerned.
Right. Akshay, stay on with us. Now, India Today accesses 4 CCTV clinchers in the Anjali murder case. We will tell you what happened 2 hours post-murder. At 4:07 on January 1st, the accused in the CCTV footage can be seen giving the car keys to Ashutosh. The visuals, in fact, show that the accused were probably explaining what happened earlier that night. After 9 minutes, at 4:16 a.m., Ashutosh in the white t-shirt is with the accused, and around 4:40 a.m., Ashutosh can be seen in a grey jacket, and at 4:52 a.m., Ashutosh returned home after parking the Baleno. Now, remember, Ashutosh is the owner of the Baleno car and has been arrested by the cops. Not just the fact that he owned the car, but he also plotted to mislead cops with fake information. It was his idea, allegedly, to falsely plant Deepak as driver, as he had a driving license, and Amit did not have a driving license. Meanwhile, another twist has come to the fore in the case. Sources have informed India Today that the 4 accused were present in the car and not 5. Apparently, accused Deepak, according to sources, wasn't even in the car when the accident happened. Now, the Delhi hit and drag case gets murkier. All 5 accused in the matter have been sent to 4 days police custody. They were taken for medical examination on Thursday. Now, as the police investigation into the matter intensifies, Nidhi's version of the incident is also under the scanner, with Anjali's family calling her death a well-thought-out conspiracy. Her mother raised suspicion about Nidhi's involvement and revealed that her daughter never touched alcohol. Meanwhile, Nidhi's mother has refuted all the claims, saying allegations against her daughter are false. My colleague Akshay Dongre is over the phone line with me right now. Akshay, clearly both families now exchanging charges and counter charges, but the fact is that the police are also looking deeply into what Nidhi has described as the sequence of events, because not everything seems to tie up.
Absolutely. As far as the sequence of events is concerned, there are claims that are being made from both sides. On one hand, we have the eyewitness Nidhi. On the second hand, we have the mother of victim here in this entire case. Now, while Nidhi has made allegations that, or rather she has made a statement that at the night of the accident, she and Anjali, they both went to a bar. They consumed alcohol, and after that, when they were returning, this entire accident took place. However, Nidhi's mother has been raising suspicion over the statements that are coming from Nidhi, stating that Anjali's mother is raising suspicions here, stating that her daughter never touched alcohol. But all of this will be cleared only once the post-mortem report is out, because the blood samples have also been taken as far as this entire case is concerned, and that can only reveal that whether Anjali had consumed alcohol or not. However, it is irrelevant to the case in what exactly happened as far as the night of the accident is concerned. But it remains to be seen that what exactly is true, whether the allegations that are being made by the family of Anjali that this was a well thought out conspiracy, and there should be an investigation on the part of Nidhi as well, or whether the claims that are being made by Nidhi are true, that both of them they in fact went to a hotel, they consumed liquor, and then they went to a party, and then they were coming out when this entire incident took place. But the investigation is still going on. The postmortem report has already been conducted. The postmortem has been conducted, and the report is awaiting. And we have to see that what exactly is there as far as this entire case is concerned. And this will only unfold after a thorough investigation, because layer after layer, more and more details are coming up as far as this horrific case is concerned.
Akshay, thank you so much for joining us with all of those details. Now, slipping into a short break, coming up next, a love jihad helpline has been launched by Hindu fringe groups to protect quote-unquote women from forceful conversion. Details on that on the other side.
You are watching India Today.
Wedding bells are ringing louder than ever as Bollywood's next it couple is finally ready to say their I do's. That's right, with New Year, Siddharth Malhotra and Kiara Advani are all set to begin a new chapter of their lives as husband and wife. According to India Today sources, the most anticipated wedding of 2023 will take place in Jaisalmer, Rajasthan in the first week of February. Sources further reveal that the couple is going all out to ensure they have a lavish Punjabi wedding. The wedding ceremonies will take place over 2 days. There will be Sangeet and Haldi on the same day, and the next day is Peras. A lot of their common friends and family members have already started shopping for marigold and yellow-themed outfits for the Haldi. Kiara was also heard discussing a Sangeet song playlist with her friends in Dubai over the New Year's. Since Sher Shah was a huge hit for both of them, Radha Lambia is already on the Sangeet playlist. Reports suggest that the guest list will include immediate family and industry friends like Karan Johar, Varun Dhawan, Katrina Kaif and Rakul Preet Singh. And after the wedding, the couple will also be hosting an elaborate reception in Mumbai. Entertainment Bureau, India Today.
Traveling from different parts.
Armed with facts,
Looking at political back.
she takes the news by its horns.
Do you think the future of these students are not hampered?
Fierce, bold, and direct, setting the tone for the biggest stories from every corner and every angle. Expect nothing but the unfiltered truth.
News first, niceties later. Watch me, Nabila Jamal, on India Today.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
You are watching India Today.
News coming in right now. Anjali's friend Nidhi is to be grilled. Nidhi will be taken by cops for interrogation, and that is the latest that's coming in right now. Remember, she is a crucial eyewitness in this case. Of course, her version of events is being contradicted by the family. They're challenging, Anjali's family are challenging some of the things that Nidhi has told India Today exclusively in a conversation. Now, the police are to grill her. They are going to interrogate her and in fact try and piece together what happened on that ill-fated night. Akshay Dongre is live with me at the moment. Akshay, give us more details as to when Nidhi will be questioned by the police and what is the police seeking in terms of the interrogation that they will be conducting.
Well, Paulmi, as far as the interrogation at the part of the police is concerned, when they are focusing on Nidhi, there are certain key elements that the police is trying to cross-verify. The first question that was raised by the family members of Anjali was that how come Nidhi did not inform the police after such a horrific accident took place? How come she escaped with very little injuries? Now, these were the questions that were raised by the family of Anjali, stating that what exactly is the role of Nidhi as far as this entire case is concerned. Remember, Nidhi did not inform the police or anybody as far as this incident is concerned, as far as this accident is concerned, and it was about 36 hours that she had waited for the police to in fact reach out to her before she gave out all the details. She also made statements surrounding the night when she met Anjali, how she went to a hotel, and the entire event afterwards, that how they partied for New Year, and when they were returning, this entire accident took place. But the family of in fact, family of Anjali and other parties as well. In fact, Aam Aadmi Party, for the matter, has also asked for a narco test of Nidhi, stating that her role should also be interrogated properly and nothing should be ruled out as far as this investigation is concerned. Police has already, in fact, taken statement from. They have registered a statement of Nidhi under 164, and now what?
Okay, so they've already registered a statement from Nidhi under section 164 before a magistrate. Akshay, stay on with us. Himanshu Mishra is joining us live. He is from, in fact, standing outside Nidhi's residence at the moment. Himanshu, Delhi police अब निधि को ग्रिल करेगी क्योंकि जो सीक्वेंस ऑफ इवेंट्स निधि बता रही हैं, जो उन्होंने आज तक से बात करते हुए भी बताया, इंडिया टुडे से बात करते हुए बताया, उस सीक्वेंस ऑफ इवेंट्स को अंजलि की फैमिली चैलेंज कर रही है और पुलिस भी ये पूरी तरह से समझ नहीं पा रही है कि निधि पूरा सच बोल रही है या नहीं।
देखिए, निधि एक आई विटनेस है,
निधि को एग्जामिन करने के बाद दिल्ली पुलिस ने 164 के तहत उसका बयान भी दर्ज करा दिया है। अब यहां पर जो हमें जानकारी मिली है सूत्रों से कि निधि के घर जब पुलिस पहुंची थी तो यहां पर सिर्फ एक कांस्टेबल यहां तक पहुंचा था उसके घर तक, जबकि एक लेडी कांस्टेबल बाहर मौजूद थी और वो लोग लेके गए हैं। तो कुछ ऐसी चीजें हैं जिनको वेरीफाई कराना जरूरी था, वो लेकर के गए हैं। पुलिस की यहाँ पे जो इन्वेस्टिगेशन है वो इन्वेस्टिगेशन जब एक्सीडेंट होता है 2:04 या 2:06 के आसपास, तो उसके बाद एक्सीडेंट किस कंडीशन में हुआ ये निधि ने पुलिस को अपने बयान में बताया है। लेकिन एक्सीडेंट होने के बाद क्या कुछ हुआ था वो पुलिस आरोपियों से जानने की कोशिश कर रही है, इन्वेस्टिगेशन से निकाल रही है। सबसे पहले सवाल तो यही खड़ा हो गया कि गाड़ी में 4 लोग थे या 5 लोग थे, क्योंकि दीपक गाड़ी में था या नहीं था इसको लेकर के अब संशय क्रिएट हो चुका है। तो इस चीजों को लेकर के दिल्ली पुलिस की इन्वेस्टिगेशन आरोपी और आरोपियों के एक्सीडेंट के बाद जो उनका बिहेवियर था उसको लेकर के है कि क्या उन्होंने जानबूझकर 12 किलोमीटर तक गाड़ी को चलाया और उसके नीचे फंसी रही अंजलि और लगातार वो घिसती रही और एक दर्दनाक मौत अंजलि को मिली। तो इस वजह से पुलिस की इन्वेस्टिगेशन जो है वो 2 यानी एक्सीडेंट के बाद का है, उस पे पुलिस का इन्वेस्टिगेशन पे ज्यादा फोकस है। किस तरीके से आरोपी दिल्ली में एंटर करते और क्या यहां पर जो आई विटनेस थी अंजलि जो निधि है वहां पर दिल्ली पुलिस ने एक चीज इस्टेब्लिश किया कि हां ये एक्सीडेंट ही था और आई विटनेस दिल्ली को मिली थी, क्योंकि इसके पहले निधि के पहले दिल्ली पुलिस के पास इस दुर्घटना का कोई आई विटनेस नहीं था कि किस कंडीशन में ये दुर्घटना हुई है। और निधि ने जो भी बयान दिल्ली पुलिस में दिया है और जो बयान उसने अपना दर्ज कराया है, दिल्ली पुलिस उसे इन्वेस्टिगेट भी कर रही है, उसको क्रॉस चेक भी कर रही है। अभी फिलहाल जो जानकारी मिली है कुछ वेरीफाई करना था और इसलिए दिल्ली पुलिस की टीम आई थी और यहां से निधि को अपने साथ लेकर के गई है। पॉल
Right. Himanshu, thank you so much for joining us with all of those details. News coming in right now. Siddaramaiah sparks fresh controversy. Siddha's big polarization charge. Siddaramaiah says Udupi has become a hotbed for communal politics. Mangalore has become a laboratory for communalism.
ಇವತ್ತು ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಕನ್ನಡ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆ ಉಡುಪಿ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆ ಹಿಂದುತ್ವದ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರಿ ಆಗೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟದೆ. ಹಿಂದುತ್ವದ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರಿ ಕೋಮುವಾದ ಹುಟ್ಟದೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ. ಅದೊಂಥರ ಲ್ಯಾಬೊರೇಟರಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಇದು ಮಂಗಳೂರು ಕೋಮುವಾದದ ಲ್ಯಾಬೊರೇಟರಿ. ಇವರು ಬಂಡವಾಳನೇ ಅದು.
A love jihad helpline has been launched by Hindu fringe groups to protect women from forceful conversion. The Vishwa Hindu Parishad has launched this helpline in association with several other Hindu organizations to provide legal and medical assistance to these girls and their family members. Have a look at this report.
A helpline to fight alleged love jihad in Karnataka. The Vishwa Hindu Parishad and Bajrang Dal have launched dedicated telephone lines and an email ID to assist women who are allegedly victims of forceful religious conversions or interfaith marriages. The VHP says at least 20 members of the organization will monitor the helpline.
पिछले कुछ दिन से मैंगलोर में लव जिहाद से बहुत लड़के लोग शिकार हो रहा है। हर दिन एक हमारा कंप्लेंट हमारा पास आ रहा है। इसलिए हमने सोचा है सभी को इधर मिलके हमने सोचा है हम एक लव जिहाद के लिए हेल्पलाइन स्टार्ट करेंगे। इसलिए हमने अभी हेल्पलाइन सिर्फ हमारा मैंगलोर दक्षिण कन्नड़ के लिए हमने हेल्पलाइन अभी प्रारंभ किया है।
Alleged love jihad is already an election issue in Karnataka. The Karnataka Home Minister has said that if the VHP helpline violates any law, the police will take action.
ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಈ ಕಾನೂನು ಮುರಿಯುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾರು ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಪೊಲೀಸರು ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಒಟ್ಟು ಚರ್ಚೆಗಳಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ.
The Sangh Parivar's helpline comes just a few days after state BJP chief Nalin Kumar Katil instructed party cadres to focus on issues like love jihad instead of development as they campaign for elections.
ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ನೀವು ರಸ್ತೆ ಮೋರಿ ಚರಂಡಿ ಸಣ್ಣ ವಿಷಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ವೇದವ್ಯಾಸ ಹೋದಾಗ ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ನಳಿನ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ನಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. ನಳಿನ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ನಕ್ಕು ನಿಮಗೇನು ಬಂಗಾರ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಬದುಕಿನ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಲವ್ ಜಿಹಾದ್ ಅಂತ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಜನತಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಬೇಕು. ಲವ್ ಜಿಹಾದ್ ಅಂತ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಜನತಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ.
The Congress, which is trying to corner the BJP government in the state over issues like corruption, has accused the ruling party of divisive politics.
They have got nothing to say before going to the elections. They are bankrupt in terms of development in the country and the state. And to divert the attention of the people, instead of talking about the development, what they have made, instead of talking about the development, they have gone back to their own agenda, old agenda as love jihad, garwapsi, all these things, and it will not work out here.
From a promise to build an Ayodhya-style Ram Mandir in Karnataka to a pledge to end love jihad, the BJP is raising the Hindutva pitch ahead of the state elections.
Congress have criticized BJP for backing these kind of thugs to polarize the votes ahead of election. But the BJP government went on to say that these kind of issues or a helpline has not affected law and order in the state. With the journalist Shivmurthy Sagairaj reporting for India Today, Mangaluru.
Let's have a look at some of the latest news from the south. Severe cold wave and dense fog continues to grip parts of North India, affecting traffic movement on roads as well as railways. Delhi recorded a minimum temperature of 3 degrees Celsius, making it cooler than several hill stations. The Met Department has said that the cold wave conditions will remain for the next few days. Chaos broke out at Amritsar Airport as passengers heading to New York created ruckus due to flight delay. The passengers were checked in, but the flight did not reach Amritsar due to fog. Stay arrangements were not made for the passengers, leading to a showdown at the terminal. 3 men in an SUV chased, hurled abuses and threatened a woman police officer with a sword while she was returning home in her car after night duty in Bhubaneswar. 3 taxi drivers have been arrested by the police after the woman cop filed a complaint against them. Satya Nadella, chairman and CEO of Microsoft, gave a speech to a group of developers and technology leaders at the Microsoft Future Ready Technology Summit in Bengaluru. Nadella emphasized the importance of the developer community in the creation of innovative products and solutions that transform organizations across industries. A man was taken into custody after he admitted to killing his wife and cutting her body in 2 pieces before drowning the sacks in a canal in Bengal, Siliguri. The man admitted to his crime during interrogation 10 days after his wife went missing. Slipping into a short break, coming up next, Amit Shah's big Mandir declaration. Ram Mandir to be ready by January 1st, 2024.
You are watching India Today.
I would say that we have done a lot of reforms on the direct taxes. The corporate tax have been brought down to 22%, and new manufacturing units that are set up to 24 March will only pay 15% tax. So that's a good, it's stabilized. Maybe some reforms are needed on the personal income tax also, because the tax rates go up from 5% to 30%, and then there are a number of surcharges there, and a lot of exemptions are there. So maybe we need to tinker with some of these provisions It may give relief to some people and may not give relief to some other people. But yes, there is a need to simplify the tax rates. There is a need to simplify the process of the personal income tax. Now, if they say a relief, I don't know what exactly CII means in terms of relief, because if you look at tax to GDP ratio for our country, we are still very low. And there's a need to have more taxes. But yes, I agree to this front, and I am of a strong view that our taxes should not come from increasing the tax rates, but from expanding the tax base. So our effort should be there. So all these efforts in capital gains tax also, we need to do something on that. If we do all that, I think it will give relief to some people and also ensure simplification of tax rates.
You are watching India Today.
Actor Sunil Shetty seeks Yogi Adityanath's help in eliminating boycott culture. Amid boycott heat on Shah Rukh Khan's star of Pathaan, actor Sunil Shetty made an appeal to Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister, asking him to eliminate the boycott culture. During his interaction with the UP Chief Minister in Mumbai, the actor went on to say that 99% of Bollywood doesn't take drugs and rather focuses on hard work to reach out to the people. He has gone on to say that it is important that the trending hashtag boycott Bollywood be done away with to restore the image of the industry. The actor also requested UP Chief Minister to convey his message to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Remember, UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath was on a 2-day visit to Mumbai in order to promote Uttar Pradesh as the most film-friendly state in India. So, the actor Sunil Shetty has now reached out to UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath and sought his help in doing away with the boycott Bollywood image. Listen in to what he said.
ऑडियंस को वापस थिएटर्स में बुलाना बहुत बहुत जरूरी है। ये हैशटैग जो चल रहा है, हैशटैग बॉयकॉट बॉलीवुड, आपके कहने से ही ये रुक भी सकता है। अगर आप लीड लेंगे तो ये डेफिनेटली हो सकता है। ये जो हमारे ऊपर स्टिग्मा जो लगा हुआ है वो हटना बहुत जरूरी है। आई थिंक ऑल ऑफ अस विल एग्री विद दैट। बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग इमोशन है मेरा, दुख होता है ये बोलने भी कि हमारे ऊपर स्टिग्मा है, क्योंकि 99% लोग हम वैसे हैं नहीं। हम दिन भर ड्रग्स नहीं लेते, हम दिन भर गलत काम नहीं करते, अच्छे काम से भी हमेशा जुड़े हैं।
कहीं न कहीं सीएम साहब ने भी पहले यही कहा कि नहीं, हिंदी फिल्म का कंट्रीब्यूशन बहुत रहा है, ग्रोथ ऑफ इंडिया, ग्रोथ ऑफ द कल्चर, ग्रोथ ऑफ द पीपल, स्टेट वाइज, तो अच्छी बात है। कहीं न कहीं शुरुआत हुई है।
Why do you think why has the situation come about कि इस तरीके के हैशटैग चल रहे हैं? Do you think it is all politicized?
Absolutely, and some group is working against us. My only request is that this should stop. At the same time, we need to pull our socks up. We need to go back to the drawing board, make content that matters.
जहाँ तक सवाल है उसका, मेरे ख्याल से सबको सर झुका के चलना चाहिए। जो लोग सोशल मीडिया पर हैं उनको भी, और जो कलाकार हैं उन दोनों को सर झुका के चलना चाहिए।
News coming in right now. Akhilesh Yadav slams boycott brigade. Film is a means of entertainment, but the BJP government has made it a tool for political ideology. Not only the subject of cinema, the cinema world is also being torn apart by the sword of hatred spread by the BJP, which is spreading fear and mistrust. Meaningful cinema has been bringing hope and change, but BJP does not want this. So now, in fact, Akhilesh Yadav has come out in support of Bollywood and has slammed the boycott brigade. He said that films are a means of entertainment, but the BJP government has made it a tool for political ideology. Not only the subject of cinema, the cinema world is also being torn apart by the sword of hatred spread by the BJP, which is spreading fear and mistrust. Meaningful cinema has been bringing hope and change, but BJP does not want this.